Hey, welcome to Full 42. Oh, look at that. Mike has improved. We've gotten the upgrade.
We did.
We got Luca. Hi, Luca. But we also have Mike Rice and Tim here. We got from
Yes.
the board game rundown. Normally, they're bothering us in the comments, and now they're here to bother us in person.
Yeah. Usually we're like heckling our smart ass comments in, but now, yes, you must
To
deal
be
with
fair, I
us.
think we started it a little. Well, I don't know. I don't remember who started it, but I remember we were upping it at one point on your
Yeah,
show.
yeah. We did start it. I
Okay.
will give you guys are off the hook for that, but y'all tried to finish it.
Mike, what is that thing that you're wearing?
Come on, you know what it is.
Is that like the robe from what's it called? The vacation thing?
Christmas Vacation, yep.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
word.
Yeah, it's the dinosaurs. From those.
We talked about that. I barely remember that movie.
Wow.
So look, this is going to be a show divided real quick right now. I'm going to just go right out. And it's this side right here versus that side, because I could give a crap about Christmas Vacation. I think it's got like some funny parts, but by that time, I'm just kind of done with it.
Well, you got kicked right after you started trashing the greatest Christmas movie on the planet, Tim. So you get what you deserve.
Listen, Gremlins is the greatest Christmas movie ever. So
I don't know if I'd agree, but I can support it. I can understand it.
That's fine. It's a weird soapbox to get on and yell, about, but I did it.
Oh
yeah,
definitely.
Shannon, I kicked him from the show.
You know how quickly I tried to tag that comment and nothing happened? Thank you, Chris.
I know. Mike's like used to our own show. Like,
oh.
I did it immediately. As soon as you said it, I went down, hit remove, bounced you.
Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, Shannon. I get it. I get it. I understand. It is a very unpopular opinion. I tried to rewatch Christmas Vacation like last year, and I'm just like, I'm not laughing. I'm not, he's just a jerk. I really like Vacation. Like that's the one vacation movie.
That's the only one I remember, because that's the one I have seen many, many times. The other ones I think I only watched once. I was like, it's not like the first one.
And Christmas Vacation, whatever. It's definitely not my go-to movie. I'm not saying like, I'd rather watch Jingle All the Way or something, even though that does have Phil Hartman in it. But give me Gremlins, give me A Christmas Story, give me, and if you want like the classic one, right? It's a Wonderful Life. Brings me to tears every time at the end. It's fantastic.
That was my family's growing up. We watched it every year as I grew up. So yeah, I can't argue with that one.
But anyways, let's just set the whole show on fire right away.
Miracle on 34th, Wonderful Life, like
White Christmas.
Like they're in a different caliber type of Christmas movie, and Gremlins is great, and Nightmare Before Christmas. Like there's a good list of them, but Christmas Vacation is it.
And even Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's fine. There's some good songs. It's fine.
And I know it's the obvious one. Everyone's probably tired of it, but I still love A Christmas Story. I'm just used to having it on repeat all day long on Christmas Day, and I'm totally fine with that. I'll laugh about Fragile every time it comes on.
Every time. I still say Fragile every time I see Fragile.
I don't think I've ever watched the entire thing from start to finish.
And the few times that I've ever won anything, I'm like, it's a major award. Like I've
seen the whole movie, but only in parts. I think it's 8 hours long. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
It's longer than Spartacus, isn't it? I mean, it's really long.
Yeah, it's a long one.
On Christmas Day, it's 24 hours.
It's really long.
They only play it 3 times though.
I love it.
What's that thumb? What is that?
What was that?
I don't know. I tried to pop it. I think somebody give us a thumbs up in the chat.
How did a thumbs up? I've never seen that before. Nobody gives us thumbs up. That's the problem.
Well, we don't either. I'm making stuff up. I don't know that that's
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, either. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, Four Christmases is good. Like there's Fred Claus is fucking hilarious.
You know, never seen it. Need to see it.
Oh my god.
Which one?
Funny.
Fred Claus
with Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
Bad Santa is another.
Oh, no, Bad Santa. Bad Santa, I do like. Yeah.
Doesn't feel.
Muppet
I mean,
Christmas
there's a
Carol.
Santa.
Muppet Christmas Carol. Yes.
Yeah, Muppets. I always forget about the Muppets.
Yes.
I think the things around our house, you always got to watch. We always got to watch Die Hard. We always got to watch The Grinch, and we always got to watch the Peanuts one, right?
Oh, sure.
But the Peanuts one is always the thing that's playing off to the side while everybody's doing something. You know?
Nobody wants to sit and like watch that whole dreary thing anymore. You just, it's there for nostalgia.
I just mentioned Die Hard. Yep, it's got to be Die Hard.
Yeah, that's one. He's right here.
Tim's Die Hard is Gremlins.
Listen, that is just as much of a Christmas movie as Die Hard.
Oh, Elf is awesome. By the
Right.
way.
Oh, Elf is amazing. Elf is amazing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
Elf, yeah. Elf is great.
Oh, you know what else? Lethal Weapon is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I mean, just because it has a Christmas tree in it doesn't mean
It happens during Christmas. The car wrecks right into the Christmas tree and everything. Yeah. It's Christmas.
I feel like we're circling back to loaded baked potatoes or salads is what we're doing here.
No, that's totally going to be a different episode with Ian and John. Ian Moss and John Gilmore. We're going to have that whole salad debate. It's going to be an episode.
I'm just going to agree with everybody, and then it will be the fastest episode ever.
There you go.
You don't have it in your character to just agree with it.
Yeah, you're a Star Wars and Star Trek fan. It's impossible for you to agree with that.
It's true. It's true.
To go back to Elf for a second, and I don't think I mentioned this on the show last week, but I was flipping through Netflix, wanting to watch something holiday, and there was this thing about this alien. It was Alien X Christmas or Xmas or something, but there's these aliens and they're coming to Earth because they want to steal something and they want to take over the planet or something. And the alien that they decide to send on the mission comes to Earth during Christmas and, falls in love with the humans or whatever. It's really cute movie. It's back from 2020. Okay. And at one point there's a scene from a bedroom, one of the main character's bedrooms, I think, or a side bedroom. And at the foot of the bed on the floor, there's this two stuffed animals. One's a narwhal and one's an Arctic puffin. And I'm like, oh, that's really cute. Like, I wonder if the person that put it together.
I see.
Was a big Elf fan.
Elf.
And they kind of did the little.
Yeah. Hope you find your dad.
Yeah. Bye, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
The credits start rolling. Executive producer Jon Favreau. I'm like, son of a bitch.
There you go.
Right there.
It's worth watching. It's really cute. It's almost got that like every other frame kind of filming,
kind of film.
But it's got that every other thing. It's really it was really good. Like it wasn't in the background for me. I was watching it. It was fun.
I did not know they had a Christmas tree in Prometheus. That's awesome.
The Alien prequel. Yeah.
I mean, I'll go back and watch Prometheus anytime. I like that movie, so
it is a fascinating movie, actually. But anyway, now talk about side going way off.
I feel like we're on our show, Mike. We were just like, that's just off the rails immediately.
That was the plan, having you guys on. Just take it
right. We didn't start on the rails. I don't think we started on the rails.
I don't think we ever start on the rails.
I've got a lightning round. I get the Christmas tree lightning round that Tim and Mike threw. I completely forgot what all the questions were on here because I made it for last year, I think. And I only put Mike and Katya through it. So who knows? We're all going to find these out.
It's a surprise for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share my screen with buttons. Did I get a push here? There we go.
Push only.
There we are.
One, green or
it's a Christmas tree. We turned it into a Christmas tree. And we're going to start up.
Do you seriously not remember, or are you just saying you don't remember?
I remember doing it. I just don't remember any of the questions.
Okay.
Or what the answers down at the bottom are. So, and I got a T and an M, so you guys can both have your own guesses and move with each other or separate. Okay. So we're just going to go down the line here. Some
I
people
was
were
wondering
never
if we were going to have to agree on stuff, and then I just found out this guy thinks the Gremlins is a Christmas movie. So I'm like, we're not going to agree on much.
I just found out you don't think Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
No, hold on. Let's rewind that. I can see why somebody would say that it's not a good Christmas movie. But are you seriously saying that it's not a Christmas movie?
Mike, it literally takes place at Christmas time.
They're in the
Gizmo
Christmas trees.
Is a Christmas gift.
He has the hat on.
Yeah.
The Mogwai
Santa gets killed by gremlins.
It's a movie that takes place.
The Mogwai is the Christmas present.
He's bought as the gift.
Yes. They Christmas carol. The gremlins sing Christmas carols.
Well, then
they send that lady
to rewatch it.
Oh, you should. It's amazing. Joe Dante.
I would say Gremlins is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard.
Feel that wall of silence.
Well, there's more in the Christmas column.
Gremlins is more Christmas centric than Die Hard. Now, Die Hard, the reason he is going, and like everybody's in the building, is because of a Christmas party. So, not saying that you're wrong, but if you just want to go very surface level, Gremlins more surface level than Die Hard. Just
you would
period.
check more boxes for Christmas, anti-Christmas, and it was Alan. Come on.
But the great thing is they can both be Christmas movies.
Yep.
Unless
I don't like
has
anything,
something to say.
They both be on my list.
So I'm trying to appease Renee Diff up there. If you don't know who that is, that's a good joke.
Rice cream. All right, let's do this
no,
now. Let's do this.
Not rice cream. Above rice cream.
Oh, Chris is okay. Gotcha.
Renee. It's a Swedish name. Diff.
All right.
So lead singer of a band.
No idea. First question for both of you.
That was an Aqua reference.
Oh, that's too soon. Okay.
I think the Passion. Yeah, I guess Passion of Christ is
that's
Christmas. No, it's not a Christmas movie. It's more like an Easter. It's an Easter movie.
Easter movie. There you go.
It's kind of like Night of the Living Dead is also an Easter movie.
There's no Christmas trees.
People coming back from the dead left and right.
No Christmas trees. All right. So first question is Grinch or Elf?
Oh, it's Elf.
Elf.
Hands down.
Oh, both going down to Elf.
Wow.
Yeah. TM.
Trademark.
This is a trademarked quiz game.
Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
Oh, God, this hurts my heart.
It's not all Christmas.
I'll put the onus on Tim.
Indiana Jones.
So you went. Where'd you go, Mike?
He went Han.
Han?
Mike shot first. Indiana Jones.
Ooh.
I've
not seen the new one, by the way. I plan on watching it either tonight or the next day.
It's just go in with okay expectations. You'll be fine.
I am. I saw Crystal Skull. I know what to go in.
Okay, you'll be better. Oh, you'll be better than that.
All right. So we'll start from left to right now that you're on two different ones here. Mike, giving or getting presents?
Giving.
I feel like that changes whenever you become an adult.
It does.
It definitely does.
It changed for me, I can tell you.
Tim, turkey or pie?
Oh, turkey all day.
Oh, wow.
You want? Oh, okay, here.
You haven't had the right kind of pie, but okay.
Here's a fun fact. I've never had pie ever in my whole life. Unless you count pizza pie. Yeah, never had pie.
How do you boot somebody from the thing, Mike?
When you hover over their face, it says remove.
Oh.
I'm having thoughts about Greening Wednesday. I might get sick.
What state do you live in, Tim?
Indiana.
I'm
seriously thinking
Indiana
about how I have to get to you to give you some pie.
And I'm sane. I'm
a picky eater. That's my problem. Is I'm a picky eater.
You're gonna have to find a better justification than that because I'm still stumped here.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you alive?
Willpower.
Oh, okay. I gotta shake that from my head and continue.
Yeah, that's
Mike.
I can't, but we'll try.
Too weird to live and too stubborn to die.
Pineapple pizza or candy corn?
Pineapple pizza all day long. I love pineapple on pizza. I like
You're a monster.
Pineapple.
I don't hate it, and I don't mind if people like it. I just don't get it. It's not my thing.
I mean,
yeah,
we'll eat them on shish kebabs and an Asian food, but mix them with, pasta sauce, and people freak out. I don't know.
Yeah.
We went to a pizza place over PAX, and one of the guys I was with said that one of his favorite pizzas was pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno.
Oh, I could see that actually. The hot.
okay, yeah, mix it all.
I mean, jalapeno is already hot and sweet. So, Sean Connery or Daniel Craig?
This is really tough for me because I love Bond. Okay, so if you want to go pound for pound, better percentage of Bond movies that are good, I've got to go Craig. If you want to go iconic, you go Connery. But I'm going to go Daniel Craig. I'm going to say that I'm going to try to. I think overall his movies were pretty damn good.
Does he eat pie at least, for God's sake?
Maybe, I don't know. I had a weird childhood too. It's not like I had a mom that baked or anything like that. Like, it's not like pie was readily available or presented to me. That's my excuse. I'm going to blame my childhood.
Sorry, Bob. Good to see you, but sorry.
And Andrew, he's one of our regulars.
Mike, film noir or horror?
Oh,
they are literally on opposite ends of the tree right now.
They are.
We are. We started off so good.
Horror.
Yeah.
Saying horror. Okay.
Yeah.
I find very few people agree with me about the film noir.
I love film noir, but I think I like more horror movies because film noir can be done wrong so easily.
Yes, agree.
It's terrible where horror can still at least be a little schlocky. But I love, as a cinephile, there's room in my heart for both. Okay, let's go. What do we got?
Have neon green skin or hot pink skin?
Let's go neon green. Let's do it. I'll rock the Green Man. I like Always Sunny. We just run around and do Green Man all the time.
All right, Mike, you're way over on the other side of the tree.
Yeah, I am.
Receive a hug from Voldemort or Emperor Palpatine?
Whoa.
One of our classic questions.
I know who I picked. This is easy.
I mean, I'm just going to stick to the one I'm more familiar with and say Palpatine.
Yeah.
Neither sound fun.
No. Well, see, the thing is Palpatine's going to give you like that staticky. You get
your hair is going to stand up.
He's going to butter me up and make me think we're pals before he screws me over, at least. So
yeah. Voldemort's just going to treat you like garbage the whole time. You know, Palpatine's going to treat you pretty good. Have you feeling pretty good before he destroys you.
Do you remember Voldemort actually gives a hug to what's the blonde kid's name?
Draco.
Yeah, actually, gives him a hug, and it's like the most awkward hug you've ever seen.
Yeah,
he's like that. It's so creepy. I think it's what came to mind when I wrote that. All right, and then Tim, have tongues for toes or a toe for a tongue?
Oh God, this is horrible. Do the tongues on my toes taste?
Of course, they're tongues.
Okay. I got to go for a toe for a tongue then, because I can't have my tongues flapping around on the ground or in socks. Like, how uncomfortable is that all the time? This is awful. Can I go back to like pineapple or candy corn?
All right. Fly but crash when landing, or look like anyone but 1 foot shorter. Superpower.
Well, I don't want to crash when I land because even if I have special powers, I'm worried about the repercussions of that every time. So I'll look like anyone and just don't pick shorter.
Just don't pick Tom Cruise or you'll be real short.
Well, but he's famously short. So when people see him, they'll be like, "Whoa, he really is short."
He's like even shorter than I thought. Listen, Andrew, I do not stop my children from eating pie. My other family members, my wife's side of the family, they're all pie eaters. That sounds like an insult.
They're sane,
but they eat pie. So my children have access to pie. But my daughter is a pickier eater than me. So if it's not like bread, a plain noodle, or like a chicken nugget finger, she's out.
It's when he puts the thumb up. Do a thumb up. He's got a thing on there or something. Like, it doesn't work for me or anybody else.
Is it?
Yeah, it's literally when you put your thumb up, the little thumb thing comes up.
I think it was a coincidence.
Scoffs at me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think somebody's messing with us.
Probably someone that likes.
Yeah, why is it only on your screen then? No, Chris is right. It's you.
Oh, did it show up only on my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking on the main screen. Oh, is this one mine?
Yes.
Okay,
Grease,
look.
Dirty Dancing.
I've already seen Dirty Dancing 100 times because I'm the only boy in a house full of girls growing up. And so I'm going to take Grease every day.
Nice.
I like musicals.
I know for a fact that I've seen Grease more that many times. Oh, which way did you pick? Sorry, you went short.
I took yeah.
Mike, we're getting close again.
Yeah, look at that.
Together in the middle. Yeah.
My cousin and I dared each other to watch Grease every day for an entire summer between school, and we did it. So.
Oh, those summer nights.
Yeah. Mike.
Well done.
Liv is the main character in Groundhog Day or Die Hard?
Easy.
I gotta say, just for experimental purposes, reliving Groundhog Day would be hysterical.
100%.
Yeah.
Just think of how good you could get at everything.
And I like that movie much more, I'll be honest. Love that movie.
If I had access to my board game collection and I could do Groundhog Day, it'd be the best.
Not that boys. It's like Die Hard. It's just Bill Murray and Groundhog Day. It's just amazing.
Don't drive angry.
Wait, Tim, you'd never... If that were the case, you'd never get a new board game ever.
Wait, that's okay. I've got a lot.
Okay.
I could get all of these played. There's a lot I could do. And then once I've played them all, I'd probably wake up and it'd be the next day. You know what I mean? Like that would be the thing. Because you got to find that thing that then allows you to move past, right?
Damn it, Mike.
It'd be the day that you give your whole collection away.
Oh, shit.
I got about like 40 unplayed, so I'll make it a while.
Oh, 40. You sweet
40.
summer child.
I know.
Oh, wow. Only
more.
two decibels.
Here we go. I'm ready.
All right. Tim, own a pet dragon or a rancor?
Oh, this is really hard because it'd be very cool to have a rancor, but if that dragon can fly and I could ride it, I think it's got to be a dragon. Even though watching Boba Fett ride a rancor was pretty freaking awesome.
Mike tried to pull away, but you came back. Dancing back.
Baby, come back.
Oh, wow.
All right. Mike, X-ray vision or I-beams?
Wow.
Good old Superman powers now.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out the benefit of I-beams. That's the problem. I'm too practical. So it would have to be X-ray vision.
Oh, man. You'd never need a knife if you had the I-beams.
I mean, it's not like they're hard to come by. I'm good with finding a knife in the kitchen when needed. But where else do you get X-ray vision? You don't have those in a Swiss Army knife.
Whatever, perv.
All right, Mike's
it's practical.
Let's see. Is Tim going to follow? Michelangelo or Donatello?
Oh, see, I would want to say Donatello, but I think I'm really Michelangelo. That's my problem. I would want to be Donatello, but
that's your problem.
I was Mikey all the way. I was always Mikey.
Yeah.
Isn't it up to you?
I mean, it is, but I'm trying to go like true, like my spirit animal, right? Like in my brain, it's like, yeah, I'd love to be, the smart.
Who is your spirit turtle?
Spirit turtle. It's Michelangelo, right?
I love Steven's comment.
They're not leaves. Oh, lead?
Yeah.
Wearing a lead outfit. Yeah. Very wise move there.
At least the lead underwear, right?
Yeah. Like, Mike, what do you eyes up here, perv? You got
my bad. Whoa.
just draw like a hand shooting a finger on your chest, and then when he goes like, "Hey,"
Yeah.
Busted.
This is real. Before you reveal the question, this is really interesting because if Mike and Tim end up on the same fucking spot,
so here's what I'll do.
The whole thing.
I'm not just so it's authentic. I won't look to see if the answer is red or yellow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't look. I won't look either.
And just for people who don't know, the bottom here, because I didn't mention it, at the bottom is a almost said NPC. It's a fictional character that they are most like.
How funny would it be if I got Clark Griswold? That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So, Mike, your question is not get jokes or be the focus of every joke?
It's almost impossible for me to be embarrassed or take things personally. So I'm good being the center of every joke as long as I get to laugh at them. How much would it suck to never get a joke? Man,
Seriously,
life would
Mike,
be very
you're right.
dull.
Yeah, you're right.
Tim,
That's the
don't
right
look.
choice.
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
Mike,
I'm
you
not
can
looking.
look.
Now I'm
Tim,
looking
don't
again.
look.
I'm not looking.
Okay.
All right, Tim. Can't keep secrets or must always keep secrets?
Ooh, I gotta say, must always keep secrets because I would rather be trustworthy than not. Yeah, I would rather be known as a trustworthy guy, even if those secrets burn me up inside. I've got plenty of bourbon. I'll cope.
All right, there you go.
Perfect.
I'm laying on the same one.
Woof.
Look at that. All right, so Mike, you are, and these are all Christmas themed, of course.
All scientifically proven by Santa Claus himself.
Scientifically proven. Santa.
Oh,
Can't go so bad with Santa.
uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
You're not Santa.
I feel like Santa's the highest
guy is what's going on here.
Yeah.
It comes up
On the
Krampus.
butt of every joke, it came true.
And Tim, the Grinch.
Well, anybody that doesn't eat puppy is a Grinch in my book.
Oh, that's
Let
even
the
better.
record go.
That
Well,
is even better.
screenshotting. There we go.
We are diametrically opposed, I feel like.
If you both of you can edit your username right now to be Santa and the Grinch, that would be
Oh my
Oh,
my gosh.
My
that's
audio
even better than landing
avatar.
on the same one.
That's funny.
Like, zoom out,
Santa with X-ray vision. Yeah.
show the path of the tree.
Oh yeah. So the whole path that everybody took.
That is hilarious.
That is
Wow.
Have you
amazing.
guys done two people in one tree before?
Yeah, last time I did Mike and Katia on this tree last
Okay.
Christmas. So
Nice.
yeah, it's a rarity because it takes a little bit longer and all that. But
Mhm.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
That was fun. I haven't seen you do one of those in a little while.
I've always wanted to be on one of these, not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Like whenever I watch you guys do the show, it's like, oh, I want to do that.
Agreed.
that was fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was a blast. Okay, so we're done, right? Just
Yeah,
kidding.
we're okay.
Hey, Mike, fix your stuff.
Which Mike are you yelling at? Oh,
What did I do?
Santa.
He changed his name to the Grinch.
Oh, I got you.
It was a very simple
with you.
request from one of our gracious hosts.
Oh, yes,
That's the least
yes,
you could do.
I keep trying to do the.
I don't know how it did it. Hey.
It's you, man. Tim, you have some set.
There you go.
Well,
see, and it came from your hand too. You have some setting on your camera or something.
I don't know. I can dig it.
That makes me.
I did it again. What happens if I do? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's just-
There's got to be other ones than just that, though. Oh,
All
what
right.
if you do two of them?
Oh.
What if you do thumbs down?
Oh.
What is that?
Is this Hellfire?
Oh, look at
Look at that. That's awesome.
Tim pulling out his best pranks while we're on someone else's show. This isn't
What in
fair.
the shit? What if you wave? What if you wave?
Comes on the show with some kind of advanced technology.
All right.
Right.
Maybe just
I mean, I know he films with an iPhone, so maybe that's something in there. There's AI in your phone too.
That's
Fair.
Been
wild.
hacked.
that's so weird.
It's
I can't-
funny what things amuse us.
I can't wait to make it like rain again, like when I don't like a pick.
Tim, we've been doing this for like a year now, and I have not seen that once. This is
Me
crazy.
neither. I don't know what's happening. I picked the superpower, have emojis randomly appear or be popular because of my movie choices, and I chose the so I chose the make emojis appear on the live streams, and now you get this.
That's
Clearly,
funny.
it was the correct decision.
There
Well,
has to be more. Try, like Andrew said, try a heart.
Oh, heart. Yeah.
oh wow.
Is that Oh,
What in the world?
Look at that.
Oh no, that's funny.
Wow.
He's a sorcerer. There are those who call me Tim. Yes.
Your streams now are never going to be the same, Mike. You know.
Oh
that.
my God. You thought we were off the rails before. Now it's just going to be us trying stupid things to see what we can make happen.
And some of your regulars are our regulars, so they're going to be asking for it on Wednesdays. So.
No doubt.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
I'm sure somebody out there who has known about this forever is just going, what is wrong with these people? This is just a common thing that's it's making me laugh thinking about that person who's like watching poor morons who are amazed by this technology.
Those idiots just figured that out.
It's a 2-year-old update that we just lucked into now. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh, I expect a lot more from BGR now.
Hopefully that involves eating pie, or we're not going anywhere.
Don't expect more.
I'm just happy Tim isn't like bleeping out all the time.
Yeah, I'm actually here.
Yeah.
I've talked to Mike about that before. Well, both Mikes. I was so stoked and excited to be on your guys' show a year ago or whenever that was, and then to barely be able to be on the show. I was so upset and frustrated and just like crushed. So it's taken a year, but I finally earned my way back on. So I'm gonna take it. I'm really excited to be here. I'm very happy.
Buffer man.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys for having us and giving us a chance to redeem ourselves.
It was probably just your camera trying to do all those little things.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't handle it.
Hey, Andrew.
It all at once, couldn't keep up.
That's amazing.
Just kind of rando.
All right, so we didn't. We just kind of went off the rails a little bit, but not too much. No, we went totally off. We should be talking about top 5 things. What are the things? I've totally lost.
We got to do announcements first. Yep.
We were supposed to do announcements before this. You said, do you have an announcement? I don't have an announcement. And we
also have the Luca painting.
Okay. We could do that.
Yeah.
I don't care about other announcements, but the Luca painting, let's do that.
Let's do that one.
It's part of announcements. That's where we talk about stuff that's important to everybody.
The other exciting thing about being on is now I get to say what I think that Luca painting is without like trying to type it in really quick before 30 people steal like my amazing, insightful idea as to what it actually was.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen this before, Mike's his son, who is just past 2, does a painting almost every day, and on the little thing, and we like to look at him like a Rorschach and show how crazy we are by saying what we first see when we see him.
Yeah.
And
comments, please tell us what you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, so this was one. My sister asked me if I would have Luca make one for a coworker of hers, and she gave me 3 colors. So this is the one he made. This is actually going to be mailed to my sister. She's giving it as a gift because her coworker has a 2-year-old that's also like found out that Luca was doing this thing, and now has her 2-year-old daughter doing the same thing.
That's cool.
Nice.
So,
awesome.
One day they'll have a gallery opening together.
Maybe they'll have a gallery. Yeah. So now he'll have a painting in just north of Westchester, New York, and his first painting is actually in Argentina.
One
of our helpers at Gen Con this year, the artist, the one that did the Luca image, he made a painting for her, and she made that image for him. So there's one in Argentina. And there's one now going to be in.
I don't like that your 2-year-old has spread his art further than I have in 45 years.
Yep.
That's upsetting.
Sky's the limit. Teach him the sky's the limit. All right. Here's today's.
Ooh,
it feels dark. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but
teal and pink, swirl and purple.
I see like a monster coming through a gate.
Okay.
Oh, like the eyes are right there with the mouth?
No. See the dark blue with the like crab pincher arm?
Yeah.
It's like coming through, and the rest of it's like a magic swirl of a gate, like Cthulhu-ish kind of thing.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, like that.
Like that. I see like a fairy kind of chick riding her trusty steed, like she's like standing on it, kind of surfing. So there's like 2 arms, and then like that pink circle that's in the middle of that green is like the eye, and then the mouth is down below the eye, and then I don't know what the crab leg thing is there, but that it's just part of the monster. It is what it is. The mythical beasts.
I see a modern take on Mario Brothers. I see one of the turtles holding one of those double-bladed Halo swords. It's like if I was in Mario, the first-person shooter, that's the thing that would be coming after me. You see the double-pronged sword?
I do.
All right, thank you.
I appreciate Santa's attempt to just like get really deep. Like, well, I got a real Herminius Bosch vibe off of this. And I think this represents the 3rd circle of hell. The one for the
yeah.
Not so much the 4th or the 5th.
Yeah, it's the 3rd.
We got dead fish.
I always see weird things on these, though.
Seek help.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
Dragon coming out of mist, very close to to a gate. Yeah. Blue fish swimming down in pink water. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, I see like that's its mouth right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
See that turtle?
Yeah, it's like from the side. It's his legs there.
Yeah.
Well, the Halo sword. Yeah, with the
Yeah, that is a Halo sword for sure.
Don't use your gorilla with scissors. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I could totally see the gorilla with scissors.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I see it. It's like totally flipped the image.
Yeah, and his like face is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bird flying with a turtle. I guess the purple swish, I'm leaving that completely out of my idea, but I could see that.
Dave.
Which I'm looking
Dave, I would agree with you if it was a pizza pie.
Oh. Lord, have mercy. Dave's tying it all together. Let me put Dave up real quick. What's up?
Our show's never going to be the same.
Nope. He's going to be doing that forever now.
Oh, boy. Watch, Mike. It won't work on our show. It's what's going to happen.
You guys
how weird would that
be? Power.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. I like those colors.
Yeah, that one's
they're good.
It reminds me of Sentient, the game.
Yeah.
You ever play that game, Sentient?
I never did play that.
Yeah. It's got all these pinks and purples and the box cover.
Yeah, I see this right here is 2 eyes and a mouth. I see like Surtur or something from mythology with like flames, like just deep flame. Or like
so you see like a evil thing coming out of there as well, right?
Yeah. Now I can't unsee the gorilla running with scissors.
Yeah.
Or the fish. That is really good with the fish because that does look like if you just
look like a fish.
It does look like a tail.
Yeah.
Like just do this.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're a psychiatrist, just let us know which ones of us are crazy, and
I'll just go ahead and put my straight jacket on now.
And Mike, end of announcements. That's what this is, right?
And no, this is make announcements, isn't it? Not end of announcements.
I thought it was end.
You can stop announcements. No, PAX was great. Just overall, I want to thank everybody that was a backer for Charcuterie for stopping by and saying hello, and all the people that we met from the campaign or people that heard about it. And the other thing I want to do on the show, and we kind of did it on Wednesday before PAX, Board Game Rundown hit a year of doing this shit. So just a little nod to you guys. And I said it on your show, and just keep doing what you're doing. I love you guys. You guys have been just amazing to us, to me. You're great friends. So congratulations on a year. And here's to just doing more shit. Now that you found this cool technology with thumbs up and hearts and shit, I can't imagine.
Appreciate you guys. And especially now that we got Chris on, we'd be lying if we said your show was not an inspiration for our live stream.
100%.
We were all studio content for like 3 years, and then about a year ago, Tim and I thought, wouldn't it be a lot cooler if we could do this from our house?
Put out extra stuff, and we totally not only like stole some of your ideas and your format, but we also stole some of your viewers. I mean, we share them. I shouldn't say stole them. We share them.
They ever really are viewers if they went with you.
Honestly, I think Tim and I even had a conversation. We were like, well, we can't go Monday night because that wouldn't be fair.
Right.
Like, that was honestly part of the conception conversation.
1,000,000%.
It really was.
And we didn't want to go back-to-back nights either because we weren't sure if people would want to like sit in front and watch like 2 days in a row. So we were like, well, let's put a little space. Like this day works. It's middle of the week.
To balance that out, though, Mike and I at one point, maybe about 6 months ago, thought we revisit every now and then and go, well, should we do this or that? At one point, we said, should we move it to like another night, like Wednesday? And Mike was like, no, the board game rundown. And we were like, oh, yeah, we got to say Monday. Well, it worked out. So we're working off of each other here.
I 1,000,000% appreciate that because I would hate to lose like half of our viewership to you guys while we're trying to goof around. But no, it's awesome because I feel like together we build a really good community with each other. So Tim is okay. You want to see Magic Mike? Wait,
I think that's on Amazon. I think you can
hopefully you've got your lead underwear on.
Yeah. All right. So should we do the top 5 things that I totally prepared for not 5 minutes right before this?
Come on.
Same. No, I'm just kidding. I was ready.
I did scramble a little bit because, yeah. But I do have 5 things.
All right.
It's this pen.
I actually, 4 out of my 5 things are right here.
I love desk.
I love lamp.
I love lamp.
Yeah,
Well,
4 of my 5 things are right here. So I went and grabbed them physically. So.
Apparently, Tim's gifting bottled water and just putting a board game rundown sticker on it. Come on, Tim. Jeez.
That's what we're sending everybody.
Oh, we need stickers. Do you guys have stickers?
I had a buddy that his wife has a Cricket and she made us some stickers. So I've got like some stickers. I'd love to get more. I'd actually love to roll into a convention with like enamel pins because I feel like that would be rocking. And this remote control, yes, you are correct.
I don't have any stickers, Mike.
Tim, I'll send you a link after the show.
Okay.
All right, so top 5 things that you would gift to another gamer that aren't games unless you're a cheater like Mike.
I did do it.
It was going to slip a game in there or something, right?
I did put a game in mine. I did put a game in mine.
Cheater like Tim.
Was it specific that we could not include games?
No,
that's Chris making up his own rules on the show because it probably benefits the 5 things he pulled from the bathroom 2 minutes before the show.
They're not all from the bathroom.
Well, let me just take asking for trouble off it, like looking for like off of this, like
let me cross off shampoo.
Yeah, that's crossover right there.
That's half of my reading material for when I'm going to the bathroom. Put that
get
back.
that Sasquatch soap for the gamer in your life.
Yeah. How about a $1 Shave Club subscription?
Perfect.
Every gamer wants to shave their head with this new thing. Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh my.
Yeah, should we do Team Bald? We should do Team Bald on one side.
Yeah, Team Bald. There we go.
There you go. No, now it starts looking a little cultish.
Tim, will you do your Chris impression? It wasn't an impression. It was a visual interpretation. Here it comes.
Nice.
It's a much fuller. I can't make it as pointy as Chris's.
Now you need to pierce the nose, though.
Yeah, that's next.
I
gotta go to Claire's for Christmas and get that thing.
Don't go to Claire's. Don't go to Claire's.
That's good.
Please either videotape it and send it our way, or don't go to Claire's.
Fair enough.
Just a note, whoever's on Facebook, unless you granted StreamYard the ability to use your name, just pop your name in so we know who you are.
Don't make me go to the Facebook page and figure out who
That's
you
hilarious.
are.
Oh, my God.
All right. So our number 5, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do the snake thing? You want to go circles? What do you want to do?
I usually don't do this. Let me start and then snake around because Luca needs a diaper change, and I'm going to start gagging. So
can you? I made a nose ring. Can you guys see it?
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah,
nice.
That's really
And then put the thing underneath.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it's
Oh
virtually,
man,
you can.
Now you don't know which one of us. Yeah,
you can barely tell the difference.
You don't know which one.
And I shove paper clips up my nose just for a cheap laugh.
What we do on this show. That's hilarious. All right, so I'm going to start.
All right, go ahead.
You don't have the banner set up then, do you?
Do you want here? I'll set it up while you're talking. It's not like I'm gonna listen anyway.
None of it matters. It's totally fine. All right. I'm gonna take it from you guys. I don't care. So the first thing I would say, for if this is specifically for gamers, and we know gamers, they have a lot of shit, right? A lot of stuff that's on their shelf of opportunity. A lot of stuff that's, even though they're on their wish list, they'll buy it if they see it at a convention. So the first thing I'm going to put down is a gift certificate to either your local shop, so you can support local, or the GG shop, so those people that have the games can get like the Geek Up bits or the sleeves or whatever, the posters, the cool stuff that BGG offers. So
yeah,
I think that would be a smart thing to give for, if specifically a gamer. You probably know what's in their library, but you don't know that they're at a convention, maybe say in Philly, and buying shit from tables, and then you don't want to buy something they already bought. So
right,
I'll throw that out there as number one.
Nice.
Also, you end up putting it back in the community somehow as well, right? If you can.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
do that.
That's a good one.
So I was going to say go clockwise, but my clockwise look counterclockwise because you're on the other side of me. So I'll go counterclockwise, but we should go clockwise to make that clear.
Huh?
That was clear as mud.
I saw Mike in Philly. I love.
Tim would be.
I'm next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna go.
So while Mike's going to change. Okay. So yeah, this is for gamers. So I picked a game that isn't like widely available yet, but I think everybody should play this stupid, fun, light, happy game that we have discovered because we just got lucky. We got an email. It was like, hey, do you want to, or no, it wasn't even that. It was on like a Facebook group for reviewers. And they're like, hey, we're looking for content for this. And I was like, oh yeah, that looks like something I could get played with my family all the time. This is not like a Twilight Imperium level game. This is not like Grand Austria Hotel, but this is Ahoy Kitten. This game is so stupid and fun. It is like literally, if the three of us were playing, there would be two tiles on the board, on the table, and they'd have fish on them. And we're going to hold our fingers up. We're going to count to three, and we're going to point to one of those tiles. If you're the only one pointing to that tile, you get all of the fish. If multiple people are pointing to that tile, you get nothing. And then you take those fish and you put them on your own tile. So now your tile is like basically, that's the one, a viable option for attack, right? And so everybody is now pointing. You can cover up your own tile to bank your fish because this is a set collection game. But you're going to miss a turn while you do that because you're basically like sailing back to like stash your loot. And then, so you're going to miss a turn. Everybody else can point. Then you come back and now you're back in the action. You're going to go till all the fish are out of the bag. This game takes 10 to 15 minutes to play with Teach. Doesn't matter the player count because it's all simultaneous. This game's bananas. It's raucous and it's a ton of fun. I know Santa up there loves this game as well. But this is a game that I would just say, this is the one very specific game that I did put on the list. And it was really because it's like kind of not out yet. I know some people have been able to get it at conventions and we've seen it at some meetups and stuff. But like, this is a game where it's like, everybody just needs to get this game because you could just, this is a filler, real quick icebreaker game, like play with anybody. I dare you not to laugh while you play. And yeah, Ahoy Kitten is my number 5 as far as gifts for gamers.
I love those fish.
Oh, they look cool too. Yeah, these nice little acrylic fish. It's very simple. The game is very simple.
I think this was a convention release or limited availability, and then they ran a Kickstarter a few months back, which hopefully includes a reprint because there's no copies available currently anywhere.
Right.
So
somehow
it's from Mayday Games, so I'm sure it's going to get a reprint. But it's just way more fun than it has any right to be. It's ridiculous. You're going to laugh. It's just fun. It's really fun.
Sounds like Tim has one to sell.
Well, not to sell,
right?
He's sucking it up for a reason, right?
Yeah. $1 million.
I'll help him talk it up for a second. We just started filming our top 50 this weekend. This guy put it in his top 50. It's
I did.
seriously fun. It is fun.
Mike, you know how much I played this game. Like, not just with you guys, like at meetups and like when we're hanging out, but like I took it to Thanksgiving. It got played almost double digits. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has a price. We got the $1 million man. But yeah, I love this stupid little game. It's just one of those things that I think it's really good, and it's so accessible. There's people in our group, Mr. Rice can attest to this, that are like grumpy. I only like these kind of games, and that game stinks, and this game stinks. And he bought 2 copies. I don't know how he got 2 copies, but he bought 2 copies. I assume one for himself and one as a gift. And it's like even the coldest and most shrunken of hearts will be warmed by this game. I'm staying in character, right? As the Grinch. So
nice, very cool. Yeah, I like those little fish. It immediately made me think, like, can I get something as cool as that for a game I'm working on? You know, that kind of.
Well, you call Mayday, ask them who their fish guy is.
Who's your fish guy?
Who's your fish
That's
guy?
a weird question.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, Mike's improved.
Oh, he is upgraded.
Got you muted, Luca.
Hey.
Hi, Luca.
Hi, Luca.
All right, so my number 5 is the only one I don't have here, and it's because I would like to have it at some point. But I'm sure people have seen these before. But it's the board thing that you hang up in your game room. We have a new game room now. Yeah. And you can write in the Mike, you're muted. You can write in the little thing your names and show who's won and stuff. And you know, we play a lot of games here, my wife and I, all the time. It'd be fun to track it. I did track it on the BGG app for a little while, and that was fun, but it's more fun to see it up there and compare and laugh and be mocked whenever you lose.
I'd love to get one of these boards. I think these boards are really cool. I
saw this at Etsy. There's a bunch of different types and stuff, so I kind of cropped it to like not promote one over the other. But I need to get one of these for my game room, and it's the only thing that I didn't have that I wanted to show off and stuff. So
I assumed you had one of these in your bathroom and you pulled it out per Mike's list.
Like, why is it in the bathroom? What are you tracking?
Did I ever show you mine?
What was that?
No.
Did I ever show you my 10x10?
You did show me that a long time ago, but I don't remember what. Yeah, you showed it to me. Yeah.
The instead of putting, because most people put the game that they want to play and they have to play it 10 times. Mine came with dry erase, but they were plexiglass. That's the word I'm looking for. There were plexiglass things that fit in perfectly that you can pop out. So I actually took them to conventions and I had designers sign them.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So it was really neat.
Very cool. So that was my number 5. Mike?
All right, my number 5. I tried to be I try not to take the easy route on these, so I picked a bunch of sort of unique stuff that maybe some people wouldn't think of. That being said, this one is a game, but there aren't a lot of people that know about this game. I think Mike talked about this one recently, and it's Gift of Tulips. Gift of Tulips is this small box game.
I know what you're talking about, though.
That it's from Weird Giraffe Games, which, by the way, you can buy it directly from their website. Looks like a woman design and artist team. And one of the coolest things about this little box game is that you're trying to accumulate the most number of cards of a certain color of tulip. There's 4 different colors. So there's like a community bouquet that determines how much each one is going to score. Yep, right there's the community bouquet with 1st through 4th place. Well, what this game does, I've never seen any game do, is that you can gift a card to another player as an action. Well, why would you do that? Well, because if that card is currently in first or second, you actually get points for gifting that card to another player. Well, other people can gift you cards. They can also play cards into the middle and change up which color is going to score the most points. You can also, of course, put cards into your own bouquet, but you also can put cards into the secret bouquet, which is only revealed at the end of the game. So while you think you may have 100% information, you don't. There's only 3 of those secret bouquets randomly revealed at the end of the game that determine how much each of these cards score. I don't know a lot of people that know about this game. I just played it for the first time a couple months ago. It is really good. It's very unique. It's got a theme I've never seen. I like the art. I like the art a lot. I really like the tulip art. And so if you got a gamer that likes fillers or just unique themes, Gift of Tulips, you can buy it directly from Weird Giraffe Games website.
Wow. Yeah, the artwork, I had to comment as well. It looks like something you would doodle like very carefully over hours using like a blue ballpoint pen.
Mm-hmm.
This is what my notebooks look like in high school, right? All this design.
Yeah, but they look great, right? I mean, like what nice line work and everything. Yeah, it's really
good. A great look.
It is. And it's a really fun game, and it's very unique. I've never seen a game that says, hey, if you give a card that may score you points to another player, you get points for getting rid of that card. That's very unique to me. I was at Tim's sister's house a couple months ago, and talk about a place to discover games. I had never heard of this game, and somebody broke this out, and I was like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, the old China glass bowls. That's true.
Oh yeah, it does look like that.
Yeah, very cool.
Just so I can keep track, what were your number 5s, Tim?
My number 5 was Ahoy Kitten. It was a game. I broke the rule right out of the gate.
So you and Mike broke the rules. Fine. Chris, what was yours?
The wooden board that helps you keep track of who won what in your household.
And that's when I came back. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Caught up.
All right, so that means if we're doing the snake thing, that means that Santa Mike is going to give us 4, and then we'll go through me and into Tim.
All right.
What's your number 4?
Let's once again steal other guys' thunder, because I know how you work. If yours gets replaced, you'll come up with a different one.
Wait, did you have Ahoy Kitten?
That's not true. No. I have 5. I only have 5.
I only have 5 written down.
Wow, I got like 9 here just in case. So this is the perfect time to do this because of the appearance in our chat. So I get one of these. I don't get this specific one, but just go to boardgameartcreations.com, get a calendar for a family member. Like seriously. Yes, one of those. Hi, Katsia. Yes. So I actually backed 2 calendars on the last campaign. I'm going to make sure your channel knows it as well. I'm giving one away on our channel. Next year, so every year I actually buy my dad a calendar to put on the fridge. It's not one of hers. It's usually a sports calendar. But I'm thinking about this year getting one for my mom and switching it up and see if she'll put it on her fridge, because my mom is very artsy, and I've gotten my parents recently into games. Like they went on, my dad just retired, and they went on like this 2-month camping trip, and I let him borrow a bunch of beginner games to start with. I've been buying games for their collection for their camper. So they've got like Lost Cities, the card game. They've got I bought them Patchwork. And I got them Splendor Duel. I let them borrow Jaipur. So they're slowly getting into some games. And I think my mom might actually appreciate one of our calendars. But if you know a gamer that it can appreciate art, get them one of Katsia's calendars. Like seriously, it's the coolest thing. And the paper quality in these things, like there's just no calendar that even comes close to this. Like it blows me away how thick the actual paper stock is on these things. So anyway, It was on my list. I actually had it at number 2, and I moved it to 4 to make sure I got a mention while she was here. So,
but also on top of that, the mugs are awesome. Like I get mugs every
Coasters.
time. And I love looking at those pictures and trying to figure out where all the different meeple pieces are from.
It's like a Magic Eye picture from
it's like a Where's Waldo kind of thing.
30 years ago, where you could just stare at it and find different things.
The 3D thing.
Yeah.
But
you're just figuring out all the different stuff.
Yeah.
I know her 2024 calendars. I looked; they're available on her website. But I know she'll have the campaign soon for the 2025 calendars if you want one next year. So
that's usually in March. When is the
early next year?
I think that's March or April.
Soon-ish.
So yeah, great pick.
I left this off my list because I knew it was going to be on Mike's, and I didn't want to cross over. But calendar's amazing.
Pick, though. There's still a ton of gamers that don't know about them, and like every gamer I show them to, they're like, "Wow, really?"
Yeah.
And they start trying to figure out the pieces. It's so cool.
Yep, check it out. Board Game Art Creations. Very cool. All right. Well, I got to follow that. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to do one that it appears every single time you see any of these videos. It's always on the list, so I figure it's probably on somebody else's list. So I'll stomp on somebody's list. But it's coins. It's got to be coins.
Oh, I
kinds of
put this on my
coins.
list. It's a good.
Yeah, I mean, and the cool thing is, like, if you just go looking for coins and stuff, right? I've got all kinds of different. I like to get the generic but theme type, like that sci-fi kind of stuff. It's got space stuff on it. These are barbarian ones that you could just put on all kinds of different games and stuff. Roman ones and stuff like that you can put in, like, I don't know. There's troubles. I didn't know those were in there. Orange ones, but coins always make people like. Sometimes you don't know exactly what their favorite game is. Not everybody puts out top 10 game videos and stuff, but okay, they like several games and all of them kind of they like space games or they like this and stuff. Just get them, gift them like a whole thing of space credits and they can put them in any game they want. Like I've got Roman coins that I just put in Concordia.
Yes.
It makes and they get to choose which game. Sometimes I move coins from game to game. And I just have them off to the side, and I just use them for that. Coins are an awesome idea, and you don't have to buy them specifically just for one game. But if you do know that they're really, into this one game, I'm sure there's coins for it if they don't already have them.
Oh yeah, you can find thematic coins on so many different websites. I can't believe I didn't even think of that because I love having metal coins that I repurpose for multiple.
Thank you,
games.
Catfish. She knows I'm the one that made those coins. So.
Oh.
Nice.
I didn't know you did that. Well done, sir. I have played with those coins.
Yeah, I'm always working on coins at some level, just making the 3D ones or the vector version of it, stuff like that. So I love coins. It's
sweet.
Yeah.
I saw somebody buy a bunch of the authentic yen for White Castle, so they had the hole in the center.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very
cool.
That.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think I did that for Yido. And Takedo has them as well. Takedo has very specific ones.
You could use them for Rising Sun as well.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Coins are fun. You can never go wrong with coins.
I would like someone to go back to last year's give as gifts full 42 episode because I think Chris had those on his last year episode too.
Don't go back in time. Let's look forward. Let's continue to look forward.
This isn't Chris's exact same list from last year.
I would say they're in the same spot as last year, but Chris has probably rearranged that room since the last episode.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember what was on that list, but I would think it'd be hilarious if it was everything on here is the same thing. Mm-hmm. But back then I didn't have all this stuff, and now I do, so it proves it's a good thing.
Sure.
Good thing.
Okay.
The Minter. I like that.
Oh, look at that.
So Tim, you're number 4.
All right. My number 4, it's kind of like Chris's thing. This can go in any game. There's so many games that have this component, and I have upgraded so many games using. Now, usually I get this item specifically for a game, keep it in that game because it fits, and that is fancy dice. You get some really good looking dice. I've got some really cool. Gosh, what are they actually called? Let me just get it. These hurt. They're resin dice. They're pointy. They hurt. I was given as a gift blue and gold metal dice because I am a shameless Notre Dame fan. And what's awesome is that my in-laws that don't like Notre Dame at all got me these metal dice. So I genuinely cherish them. Like, it was such a very cool gift because I don't know that I would have ever bought metal dice for myself, but I would have bought them for other people.
Jim, do those dice mysteriously roll bad for you when it matters most?
Nope, these dice are clutch. So go ahead and eat a bag of you-know-whats.
All dice roll bad for you when it matters. Come on.
That's right. But I do want to, just like in the spirit of the show, we had some really awesome neighbors at Origins when we had our booth at Origins. And one of those people running the booth was specifically, they just sold dice. And they were Hymgo, Hymgo. And so they make like these resin dice. I couldn't find it. I was looking for it. They've got like a Christmas tree that you can spin. That's like a D100, or it's like it starts off, it's like a D4 at the top and then like a D6, a D8. So you can spin whatever side you want, whatever level you want to get the desired effect. But Hymgo dice makes just like really cool, really, they've got an awesome selection and a cool, just lots of styles and varieties. So I'm going to shout them out specifically as like a small independent business. But honestly, you find anybody that makes some cool dice. I don't care if you go to your game store and buy some Chessex dice, that matches a game you love. It's just an awesome way to upgrade your game, whether they play D&D, whether, buy somebody a fancy dice set, for one of their games, whether they need a bunch of 6s or you get them the whole set, where it's like all 7 different varieties or however many there are. Yeah, it's a great gift for gamers. You can't go wrong. Pick their favorite colors, pick their favorite sports team, pick their hated sports team. Do it as a, gag gift, right?
There's all kinds of reasons for dice. I always have a bunch of dice on my desk. And since you brought it up, I'm going to say that these are little tiny metal ones, but they're so little. Look how big it is to my thumb, right?
Oh,
that's
wow.
A 20-sider. And I use these specifically when I have to play another player's character because they're not there. I want them to know that they get the little die.
You get that. You should have showed up. You want the big die, you show up.
Yeah, you can have them for any reason.
But yeah, it's funny. My son recently, he's a first grader, had homework, and they're like, roll a die that's got the dots on it. And my wife's like, oh, perfect. I immediately run downstairs, dig through and just find the 6-sider that I feel like messing with that night because I got a ton of them, and bring it up.
Alan, this is a real thing. We have a player in our game, and he has these big metal dice, and he rolls them, and I see the little dents in the wood all over where he sits. Oof.
Yeah, you need a play mat or a dice tower for that. Not to
or just put your character sheet under it or something. Just
anything. What, like 7 character sheets?
Yeah, several
under the metal dice.
Yeah,
but yep, that's my 4.
Can't argue with dice.
To kind of piggyback off that, Studio Woe. If you go back and look at our Gen Con recap or our Gen Con whatever the hell we did last year, Studio Woe has those. I think it's Professor Smelly Bones or something, the scented dice.
Oh, cool.
So they just had a new set. I love the thing. Just had a new set come out, but those things are amazing. If you're looking for something that's not only just like a dice set, but something cool. They're really
that's very cool. Yeah.
We saw those in the video that you and I and Katia took when we were walking around.
Their Studio Woe is a designer. The publishing company that Gruff game and all the Gruff expansions, but they just did. I want to say it's Professor Smelly Bones or something Smelly Bones scented dice, and they come in a tin. They recharge themselves. We went over with him like how exactly that happened, So we got that on. We had that conversation with them on camera and how it came to be with the wife's dream, which was really fun. So yeah, if you're looking for dice and you want something that's even a little bit more elevated or upgraded, those scented dice are just bonkers.
I've even seen dice that light up, like you have to charge them.
Yeah,
but yeah,
watch out for the Facebook ad about those though, because they're not what they show. They're pretty shitty.
I think I saw it on Etsy, but good public service announcement. Hey,
yeah, the one they were like $30 or something, and they're supposed to be rechargeable and whatever, and the video of it makes it look really cool. They're not. They're absolute garbage.
Andrew's suggestion there about high visibility on numbers, right? So I have these orange dice. I have these dark. Keep it back here because my thing won't focus. But yeah, you can really see the numbers on these well. However, these are my player dice. When I'm the GM game master, I use this one where you can't see them unless you're really close. I don't like my players seeing the numbers sometimes. So, it depends on what you're going for.
The good thing about being the game master is really whatever you roll is what you needed to roll.
Well, I very rarely. We're gonna go off the rails if we start talking about this. But yeah, okay. So, Mike, what was your number 4?
Me, huh? All right, I'll officially piggyback off Tim's because I can do a back-to-back, and I'll just go instead of just doing dice. I'm gonna do themed accessories as my number 4, and I have a list of stuff. So I haven't gotten it yet, but it's something that I want to get. It's not just a gamer thing. Like gamers have other geekdoms that they're into. And I saw this Chewbacca bandolier seatbelt cover.
Oh, snap.
So like something that kind of bridges the geek in them with something that could be a little bit more useful than a board game that sits on a shelf and doesn't get played often. So I threw in, there's game mats. There's somebody that comes to QCon Tuesday that got one of the game mats from Game Toppers, and it just looks like the top of a wooden table. And it's one of the extra large ones that's like, 3 feet by 6 feet or 3 feet by 5 feet. Those are always fun. Like they're always good to have, especially if people are rocking metal dice that are denting your table.
Savages.
They're like room decor. I know on Etsy somebody has those the Zelda gems, the rupees, in pillows, like fuzzy pillows. Just something that kind of bridges their geekdom to something that maybe they wouldn't necessarily buy for themselves. So like shirts and game mats, and like for example those pillows, those Zelda pillows, stuff like that.
That's a great pick.
Right, because you're not going to buy a set of rupees for yourself. I would, but most people probably wouldn't.
Right.
And if you know they're a Zelda fan, especially with the hype of the new Zelda games and stuff, like there's stuff out there that can bridge more of their geekdom. Whether it's a Cthulhu dice holder that I was showing off a couple weeks ago when we were playing Arkham Horror on the show. There's just stuff out there that'll bridge in. Stuff, right? Stuff that they can decorate with, or stuff that they can use, like that thing.
There was a local guy a few years ago that was selling Castle Grayskull dice towers. I mean, that's exactly what you're talking about, right? Like bridging the fandom, right? Bringing it over. It looked like Castle Grayskull. You drop the die into one of the turrets up at the top, and then it rolls out of the mouth where the drawbridge is, would be. And it's like, oh, dude, those look awesome.
You have someone that's a Lego fan, right? And there's that knockoff Lego. I forget who puts it out, but it's got a wizard's tower, right? And it's a dice tower, but you get to construct it, and then it becomes a dice tower that functions. So there's things out there that'll bridge things that people enjoy into their gamer world. So yeah, that would be my number 4.
So to clarify, stuff is your number 4.
Stuff. All sorts of stuff.
I was opening mail. I wasn't really listening, but I heard the last part of it.
3 years, Chris. 3 years.
He was.
I got a new Kickstarter, and I wanted to open it.
Just wait, guys. You're only 1 year in. When you're 3 years in, Tim will be opening up mail while Mike's talking. It'll be great.
Yeah, but I'll have a letter opener. It will be actual mail. It won't even be board games. It'll be like, ugh, Discovery. I don't
use like a
another
roller
credit card. But it'll be a themed letter opener that somebody got me as a gift because of this list. It'll be like a Game of Thrones. It'll be winter. You know what I mean? It'll be the sword.
Well, at least now I know what to get you for Christmas.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
Good hint drop.
Letter opener it is.
We're snaking around, Mike. So what beats stuff as far as number 3?
More stuff.
More stuff.
Stuff is pretty good. But to go along with that themed accessories, my number 3 is going to be themed cookbooks.
Wow.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Yeah. So I personally have a Star Wars cookbook. And when I'm like, all right, let's see how far I can push this. I know there's a Game of Thrones one.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's this other Star Wars one. There's one that's specifically Wookiee cookies. Then I looked up Arkham to see if there was one about Arkham, and there is. And then I was like, all right, wait a minute. And then I looked up James Bond, and there's a cookbook if somebody is a James Bond fan. So
there's a Catan cookbook. I literally just saw it by Game Store last Sunday when we were filming. So yeah,
there is a Fallout cookbook.
Yep.
Ugh. I don't want to eat that.
I probably wouldn't trust anything from
No.
No. You get rads from all of it, so be careful about how much you eat.
Yeah.
The rads are off the chart with that one. Oh my god, that's amazing.
That makes me think of the first edition of Asking for Troubles. We actually put space carrot cookies recipe on the back of the rule book because we didn't know what to do with that last page.
Oh, sure.
And Aaron is an amazing baker, so it's just like, we have carrots in here. So for whatever reason, of the 1,000 people that have that first edition, they can make space carrot cookies.
That's excellent.
Yeah, so that would work for same with the last one. I actually split them up like families or gamers or non-gamers. That would work for anybody that like someone that's trying to get over for game night or something. But yeah, there's a cookbook for basically any kind of fandom that they enjoy. So that would be my number 2.
That's a good
That's
one.
Wild. I just want the blue milk recipe. Let's go. No, I had that at Galaxy's Edge actually. When I was at Disney last year. It was like, I've got to get the blue milk, like the alcoholic version. But yeah, had to try it. I really wanted to do the green one just to be like snarky Luke, like but I had to go with blue first. That like
to get it all in the beard.
Yeah. Just really try to gross everybody out. But they didn't have it like right from the teat as an option, so I wasn't as interested.
That was a VIP pass exclusive.
Yeah. You pay a lot extra for that one.
This is going to go down a bad pass. So.
No doubt.
It would have been very bad if, as he did that action, something popped up behind him in that magic green screen he had.
Yeah. But if I could make a porg come and like sit on my shoulder the rest of the show, I'd be so happy. It's my favorite thing from the sequel trilogy, or the porgs. I love the porgs.
I fully anticipate, and we're probably never going to be able to see this, which is a shame, but I fully anticipate you sitting in like a StreamYard chat by yourself, doing a whole bunch of different hand gestures to see what pops up around
just to try different things.
Oh, please tell.
Yeah.
No
shocker. Oh wait.
Like on Wednesday, Mike, you're gonna pop into the StreamYard and Tim's gonna be doing some shit you probably never be able to erase from your memory.
Yeah.
Do this. There you go. Do that.
Yeah, try that. Oh yeah, try that one.
Oh, we got the best.
Hey Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Okay, that's for everybody over 40. Let's go.
That was good.
My number 3, right? It's my turn. Number 3.
Yep.
This is an awesome way, I think, for gamers to upgrade their games. We actually were really lucky. We had somebody that watched the show send a couple of the hosts. Mike, sorry, this was before your time. He 3D printed inserts for what we said our favorite games were.
That's cool.
and then send it to us just as a thank you. Like, hey, appreciate what you guys do for the show. I'd like to, here's a 3D insert for Ankh, which is what I got. Bob got Abomination Heir to Frankenstein. I forget which one Dan got. But yeah, we all got like these 3D inserts. But 3D inserts are so cool. Whether you go like the Broken Token route. I know Daedalus is gone, but is it Folded Space, which is like the foam core one you've got to do? But anyways, all of those are so cool. If I ever get a chance to get one of those for a game, especially if it's like really well priced, I scoop one up, I throw it together, and I throw it in my game box because those are really cool. They make setup and teardown very easy. Yeah. And there's just for me a personal satisfaction in sort of blinging out games that I really enjoy, and so it's like if I get to bust that game out and it's got like this awesome insert, like fantastic. But what a great gift to give somebody. Like if I knew, for example, like, oh, your favorite game is blah blah blah, and it's like, oh well, I'm gonna get you that Folded Space insert for that because I know you don't have it. We play that game all the time, and it's always pull out this bag, this bag, this bag. Everybody get their stuff. It's like no. I'm gonna pimp out their favorite game for them. It's just such a good way to go. You can't.
Have
go
you ever
wrong.
gotten a game that came with it because through the Kickstarter they like added it to it? I had that happen once for Gentees from TMG Games.
Oh, okay.
What game was that?
It was Gentees. It was their last game, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And one of my favorites. I've talked about it many times. But it came with, I didn't realize it was coming with it because I don't pay attention once I back, right? I just walk away.
Back and
Yep. Which is the best backer, almost.
Yes.
Almost. Second best. Best one is the one that supports, right? But it came with the Folded Space stuff.
And that's awesome.
And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I had fun building it. It was like it was like having a game inside a game because it's actually fun to build them as opposed to like it's not a chore to put it together. I thought it might be, but it was fun. It's like a 3D puzzle.
I bought a 3D insert for my Lords of Waterdeep because that was one of my gateway games. I love that game. We played it all the time. My wife loves that game. Like, oh, that's a game I can get her to play. Like, hell yeah. Like, let's go.
Their insert sucks. Yeah.
Yeah. The insert, is less than desirable, but I've got a Broken Token for it and it's really good, and I really like it. And
that insert you have for Ankh is pretty stellar.
Oh, you did see my Ankh insert. I forgot you played Ankh with us, didn't you?
At Origins. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. A fan of the show, a friend of the show. It's weird calling somebody a fan that watches because it's like, no, dude, we're just excited to be here, just like
cool
you.
Like that.
But yeah, he sent me that. He printed it, and then, but kind of like Chris said, though, it was a puzzle putting that all together. And I was like, dude, can you send me like a picture of like what the box looked like when you had everything in there, so I know, like how it's all supposed to fit. And just a really cool gift you can give somebody. And Caverna is one that definitely benefits from an insert as well.
I bought Caverna from a friend who already made a foam core insert for it.
Nice.
That was nice. Yeah.
My Cthulhu Wars, my buddy Pete actually built a foam core insert for the base game and hot glued it into the box.
Oh wow!
So like that's like so it's. And then it's got like a tray that he also made that you pull out. We use, for other things. But yeah. And then he made fun of me because I took a label maker and labeled where to put everything back in because he knew when he built it. And I'm like, dude, like, I got to label it just so I know. Because sometimes it'll be 6 months between plays. Yeah. I'm pulling stuff out and then I forget because I'm busy teaching the game, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, yeah. Board game inserts are awesome. They don't always come great in the box. Some do. And I'll just say as point of fact, as a board game review channel, we do try to point out when the inserts are really good. If they're bad, whatever. I mean, Fantasy Flight, right? It's the well, it's the cardboard, it's the well. And then once you punch everything, nothing fits even in that well. So you got to throw out the thing that makes the well anyways. I still
I
love
appreciate
fantasy.
that you would do that though, because most previewers don't. And as someone who has built a lot of those things, inserts and stuff, I appreciate that. It's a lot of work, and it's really a lot of intricate stuff. You could always forget stuff. You know, so.
We had a guy. We actually interviewed a guy on the show again, probably pre Santa up there, but we interviewed a guy who designed board game inserts just because I thought it was an interesting conversation to have. You know, like. But was it Steve that said Stuff of Legends insert was good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's worth saying, hey, the insert in this game is good. Like, because I think people should know, you know, like it goes a long way.
Yeah, even custom inserts, like, that's game trays, like working with game trays on that.
Oh, game trays is great. Yeah.
They were great. And there were a couple things we had to make sure, like, I can't go right. He just came and grabbed my hand. I can't go right now. We had to go back on making sure like things were, you know, a millimeter more so things didn't flop around. But then you have, you know, deluxe inserts like, I don't know, a certain one for Red Rising that is just not. Yeah.
If I were to call out got the little bubble. If I were to call out a game for being a great insert, it'd have to be that one that doesn't pop in my head right now. What's the one with the city? You know, you build the little city. You have all
Foundations of Rome.
No, it's a little bit older than that. It was a Days of Wonder game.
Yeah. Not
Coliseum.
Which one?
Small World?
Yeah.
No, not Small World.
Mike said Yamatai. Is Yamatai?
That's going to drive me crazy. It's got kind of like bubbly people on it. Oh man! It basically you get a grid of like 5x5 squares, and it did the whole Quadropolis. Thank you. That's what it was. Quadropolis insert makes the game playable. You could not play that game if they didn't have that insert to keep everything where it is, because you have to do it section by section.
Okay.
Pull out, like you have to do. Okay, let's do round one. You pull out the round one tiles, use them. Put them back round two tiles. If it didn't have that insert to do that, there's no way that you could play that game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Game trays that come in Dwellings of Eldervale are perfect.
But are they as good as the
player stuff? You're done.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's game trays that fit the coins perfectly, and there's two different ones, so you can put a deck of cards on and all the resources on each side of the table. Like that's so smart. If you have a big table, you need resources on both sides, and that game has the trays for both sides of the table. I love that.
I remember the conversation where they figured that, I don't know if it was Noah's or Peter's idea, but when they said that, I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Yes, do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Did game trays do Last Light?
I don't remember. I should look.
No,
it's not that far. I don't think they did.
Seeing it printed in the insert at all.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if they didn't, because I know Game Trace has a good relationship with them. So.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't have the game.
I just don't remember seeing it because they always have their logo on the insert itself, and I just don't remember.
It'll be on the back of the box if it's not in the insert. Sometimes he can't fit it in there depending on how.
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Get somebody looking.
I'm usually they're phenomenal. Like their inserts are. When I see that that's on there, it definitely goes a long way to be like, yep.
Can confirm it is Game Trace.
It is. That would be the only
figured it would be.
The Game Trays, Game Trays line of inserts that they've done. I think that's the only stuff
I saw Noah and Shane Game Trace and Gray Fox at BGG, and they were talking up and stuff. So I'd be really surprised if they went with someone besides Game.
Now I will say in the Last Light, they did something that not every company does. Is what they did was they made their insert so that if you backed it and you got the deluxe version, which I did, the Infinity box, but it all fits in the base box. Thank you, Jesus. Not every company does that, right? You'll get like the deluxe version, and then you'll have these two boxes, and it's like, oh, hey, here's awesome inserts for both, but now I've got to have these two gigantic boxes like that fill up like a whole Calyx shelf because I need to have both of them if I'm going to utilize that particular insert, you know. And so there have been times where I have ditched good inserts so that I can fit everything in one box and put it on my shelf. And then also for traveling or taking it to meetups or game days or things like that.
You literally have to throw out a game trays insert, though, to fit everything in the one box. You can't fit the game trays insert from the expansion thing into the main box.
That's what I heard.
But the thing is all the planets from the Infinity box, everything, there's room in the insert. So yes, I guess I did get rid of an insert, but at the same time, I have everything all in one box while being able to utilize all of the stuff.
Telling me you're throwing away inserts. Oh,
well, I haven't thrown it away. It's in a.
I didn't work on that one, so
in a pile.
That's what I've wondered. I've heard people complaining they couldn't fit all the inserts in that box.
I'll save my last light rant for another episode.
Oh,
totally fair.
You don't have.
I don't work for Gray Fox anymore, so say what you want. No,
well,
you're still great guys.
Loved it, enjoyed, and I loved playing it with Roy. I really liked the game, but there are some things that are just like, come on, it's 20.
Now talk about off the rails. So that was your number 3.
That was my number 3. Yeah.
So yeah, my number 3 is I don't know how to say this, but I don't know how to say the brand of what this is, but it doesn't have to be this brand. But this dice tray comes with a lid, right? And this is what I use. This is more RPG gamers than board gamers, but I keep all my dice inside of them, and that's where I was pulling those fun dice and stuff. And then even if you're in the middle of a game, you can say like, okay, I've been using these dice for what purpose and stuff. When I put this back on, it saves those dice of what I've been using for that purpose. You come back to it. There they are. This is like the best thing I've had as a RPG gamer.
Yeah, sure.
This is the best thing I've had, and I talk about it all the time. And that's the company that makes this particular version. But it's really nice. Talk about using your metal dice in there, so where they don't hurt the table. You keep all your extras on the inside. It's just really nice. It's very cool, and they have different versions of these as well. They also have some cool ones, and I have them somewhere, but they have some cool ones that break down flat, and then you just button the sides of them, and they create a nice little tray. I'm sure you've seen this. They have different versions of those kind of things too, and so you can stick those in your game bag and head out and play games. And but my favorite is the kind with the lid because it houses all my dice with it. So
sure,
yeah. That's my little for RPGers.
I mean, I would say not that it's on my list, but it might be. That is a very good thing to have for gamers, not just RPGers, because there's tons of games where we're just chucking dice.
Sure. Usually, you keep those dice for that game in that game box, though, right?
Yeah, but having a dice tray is like a really good place. I'll get into it, maybe.
Yeah, because it serves for both storage and for rolling as well. Good.
Yeah. No, that's a really cool. Those are nice. Yeah, that's a very nice version of that.
I see why you would want those dividers now. I've seen those before, and I've wondered. So hearing you explain that makes sense. I definitely got dice trays, but the dividers, I always wondered why you'd want that.
Yeah, since I'm a GM, I need every die and multiple versions of it, right? And it's just really nice, like all my 6-siders here, to divide up different types, all my 8-siders over here. So it's real easy to grab what you need. If it rolls outside of the little one, it doesn't count as my rule, all that stuff, right? So,
yeah.
Is that a house rule?
Nice.
When you're the game master, all rules are your rules. So
that's true. That's a good point.
House rules are acceptable whenever you're the game master. So.
Right.
So that's my number 3. Dice trays. Fun dice trays. And one to store with.
Nice. My number 3, I thought a little bit outside of the box with this one. I recently got back into this year, and it has just been kind of a godsend for me. And that is Board Game Arena. You can gift premium board game arena to other gamers? How many people do you know that aren't local? How many people do you know that say, man, I'd love to play games. I just wish I had more time. Well, problem solved. You can play remotely. You can play it in a quarter of the time. Board Game Arena has got me more time to play games. It has gotten me the ability to play games with people that I would maybe never be able to sit at the table with. And I used to play online games at this there's this French site called boydejeu.net,
I remember
which
that one.
recently that I used to play Houses of Burgundy. I'd have dozens of games going at a time on that website, and they recently canceled it. And then I was like, I got back into Board Game Arena. It's like, man, in the years I went without checking out Board Game Arena, they've really upped their game. There are so many more options in their catalog now. There's tons of hotness in there. There's really good old games in there. Board Game Arena has been, I'm so glad I got back into it. And yeah, you can play any game if you know a person willing to host that has premium, or just gift somebody premium for $36 a year, and they can play whatever game they want. I'm so glad I got back into it. And I actually even looked up the link. So there you go. You can offer it to other people. It's $3 a month or $36 a year. It's just, I'm so glad I got back into digital gaming. One person I've been gaming with a lot on there has been Donnie. Donnie's always playing games of Anachrony. So me, him, and Bob have been. Yeah, Bob reminded me to take my turns. We all have a game of Anachrony going right now with Donnie. It's just been awesome. You know, like one day I'll get to game with Donnie, but technically I haven't, because the one time we did, we played his game. It was on a camera, and it was like we were more focused about the camera, not enjoying each other's company. You know what I mean? So that's the only way I've been able to game with Donnie, who I would consider, a long distance friend at this point. So it's just a great way to game with people you can't see all the time. You don't have the time outside of the box. That's why I went with that one.
We should have a combined one weekend convention online where we all just get together and play games all day.
Sweet.
Including cool. People in the chat and stuff, just everybody just jump in.
We even created
all online.
We even created a board game rundown, like Board Game Arena community or group, so that you can host a game and say, hey, anybody from this group can join. So yeah, it's been kind of fun getting back into that.
I think this said it was Donnie earlier, so Corey is now Donnie. And Donnie is not Corey?
Hey.
Right?
I spoiled this last week on our anniversary show, but like we just started our top 50. Those episodes are going to start coming out, 10 at a time. And Mission Control is in my top 50, and that is Corey and Donnie's baby. And we became obsessed with that game. We love that game. Well deserved. So just going to shout it out. Hey, I love your game. Love your stuff.
That's awesome.
If you invite me, I'll crush you.
I'll get right on that.
I have a QSCon group on BGA if you guys aren't in it.
Oh,
nice.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, BGA, good pick. Was that your number 3? So now you're doing your number 3. All right. So now you're doing
my number 2. We'll mention another friend of your show and his website that we all know and love, Board Game Geek, which I'm on probably far too often. He's got a store there. And I got to tell you, one of the coolest things I have ever bought from that store. I use these all the time. I almost refuse to play games without these now. And they are the Geek Up bit and card holders. These are $5 a piece. I bought like 6 of these things, paid like $10 in shipping. And they're like silicone, so they're not going to break. They hold cards at a perfect angle. That clear one's a really bad color for that. But then they also have slots for all your resources and everything. I will tell you, I would much rather be able to just set my cards in something and have both hands free to do whatever the hell I want. All my resources are in there. All my cards are sitting there. I just love these things. I like I said, I bought like 6 different colors. I always keep them at my table. So for that gamer that has like everything, go to the geek store and get them the Geek Up card and bit holders. They're only $5 a piece. Get them 4 of them or 1 for each family member. They're such a great deal. They're really useful, and I almost refuse to use them if you're playing games at my house.
What's your favorite game that you play with it? Sorry, Mike. Didn't mean to.
Any game that makes you hold a bunch of cards. So any deck builder or any tableau builder. Like, I mean, pick your favorites, Earth, Terraforming Mars, Underwater Cities, Wingspan. Pick a game where you're doing a bunch of stuff, but you also have to hold cards. I hate having to put cards on the table face down, and then I forget what's in my hand. I got to pick them back up, and then I got to sort them again. It's like, just have them face up in front of you the whole time with one of these holders. And they got all the colors. I got pink, I got green, I got clear, brown, purple, blue. There's more on another table behind me. I swear by card holders. And you can find wooden ones and they're like $10 a piece, but why not go to the geek store and support that website that we all use all the time and get these silicone ones that also hold bits for half the price? It's just, I'm so glad I picked these up.
What were you saying, Mike?
I don't remember.
I just think that it's weird. I've been friends with Mike for a while now, and I've never received one of these as a gift. And he knows I don't have any.
It's because he keeps them all.
That's all I'm saying.
No,
yeah,
well, he's got so many on the other table. Maybe you'll get some this year.
Yeah, I gotta have some for the 3 tables that are down here, Tim.
Oh, humble brag.
He's probably bought them a few times for you, and he's like, "Oh, but I need these over here instead."
Now, to
the
be
pink
fair,
one was for Tim, and he scoffed at it, so I kept it.
To be fair, last year for my birthday, like we basically just had the whole game. Like usually we all get together and play a bunch of games. I try to just have people over in one place and play games. And to be fair to Mike, Santa up there, he was kind enough to offer to host. And so I packed his house full of friends and family members, and we played games all day. It was a horrible experience for everyone involved. Or it was awesome. I can't remember. But no, Mike's an excellent host. He does have those. It's pretty fun.
Very nice. Yeah, those are cool. I'd like to get some of those.
Oh yeah, you can use them with the BGG gift card that I said was my number.
There you go.
There you go.
Tying it all together.
Hey.
Is that what you were about to say?
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
All right. And it came out so clear with all that crap in your mouth.
Yeah, I'm eating Cadbury. I love Cadbury eggs.
I'm going to do my number 2 when I'm taking a drink. All right. My number 2 is playmats.
You don't listen to me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
What? These big neoprene playmats are available not for every game, and there are some that aren't just about a game. Like they have like just awesome artwork and stuff like that. And they have some that are just the size of your play area. What?
That was my number 4. I was talking about them.
You said stuff. That's not the same. You
Game
can't say all the stuff
like
and then
table. I
In
said
Chris's defense, you casually mentioned toppers at the end of like multiple things to give
you
people.
threw a bunch of stuff in there, and now you can't like crush
Chris
everything.
has nothing on his list. He didn't prepare, and he's just
Playmats.
trying to use it.
You got it right here. Playmats.
You're in a game room. Of course, you have them right there.
This is my office. Yeah, this is my office. My game room's in the other room. This is a serious place where serious things happen.
Okay.
Don't pay attention
What-
to the Star Wars.
What game is that one for, Chris?
This is I should know because I made it. Reavers of Midgard.
I didn't play that one. That's why I didn't know.
Yeah, I made that one.
Nice.
But the dwellings one that nobody can get, so I shouldn't recommend that one, is an awesome one. But some games have specific mats that you get. Some of them you can just get the you could just get the a lot of different stuff that's like the toppers that Mike may or may not have mentioned. So that's my number 2.
Actually, at the end of his move.
So my number 2, I won't spend a lot of time on because it's already been mentioned. But I think dice trays are awesome.
What?
They're game mats. I think dice trays are an awesome gift that you can give. There's fun ways, like Chris was talking about. There's the ones that are flat that like snap together in the corners, so they're very easy to transport and store. And you can find them like themed anything, like literally anything. So it's very easy to get people dice trays for stuff that they like, whether it's Star Wars or Trek or whatever. You can find dice trays like mouse pads. You can find them for anything. They're very easy to get made. And dice trays are awesome. They're really handy. If you're playing like a dudes on a map kind of game, which I really like those kind of games a lot of times. And if you're chucking dice, it's really good to just have one spot where you can chuck those dice instead of being in an area where they can hit the board and move the pieces and all that stuff. I would put dice trays even over dice towers. I think dice towers are really cool. They give you a lot of really fun options to give you awesome table presence. But dice trays, I mean, they're just utilitarian. You can use them all the time. And like the ones that Chris was showing off where you can even store your die in there and then use them to roll, even better, right? The more multi-purpose, the better. Dice trays is my number 2. I'm going to throw it to Googs because he's got his hands full.
I tried to eat one of my Cadbury eggs.
One of yours. Isn't he supposed to be the one eating candy?
No. He's
not at this hour. I'll say that as a dad.
Yeah, no way. No Cadbury eggs. Cadbury eggs. Give Cadbury eggs as gifts to your friends.
Just say all the things.
All right. Since it was already said in the chat, what's number 4 on my list is a ticket to something local.
Okay.
But not necessarily a game convention because not everybody has a game convention that's local. But a lot of. Did you poop again, dude?
What is your number 2?
It's poop again.
So yes, if you have a local convention, right? If they're gamers, get them a ticket to a badge or whatever. One day, get your friends to go for a day or something. But most communities have something that has to do with gaming. So escape rooms. In Destiny over here, where our local mall, we have a place called the Museum of Intrigue, which is like an elevated escape room that's just absolutely bonkers, and the team there is amazing. There's a 5 Wits. There's your typical escape rooms. So there's stuff like that. But my sister got my mother tickets to Christmas Con, and she's meeting like the Christmas Vacation actors are going to be there.
Awesome.
Right. So it's not. I mean, there are other things that are happening that are in your community that gamers would be fans of. Right. So something local, something that can get them out into the community and do something local, a comedy club, something local. Just to gather around the table again and be social and whatever. So
very cool.
Nice.
That would be number 2.
All right. So then you're doing your number 1.
Yep.
Because we're doing the snake thing. So go at it.
Puzzles.
Puzzles?
There's so many puzzles out there, and I get it. They're floral, and they're animals, and they're whatever. But last year, 2 years ago... Last year, 2 years ago, Ravensburger did villainous puzzles. And in the box was an exclusive piece for the game, which I thought was a really cool way to like, there's this puzzle of this cool shit, and there's also a game that you can go experience. But then there were like mystery puzzles, right? like puzzles that you got to put together the puzzle and solve a mystery. And there's Where's Waldo puzzles or Find the Things puzzles. And it's great for like it's still using your brain in ways that are creative and gamery, but you can like get the family involved or like it's for everybody. And there's so many things you can pick from. Not only does it have to be fan base or some sort of fandom, but it could just be something that's really pretty or really cool art, or if they like butterflies, or if they like flowers, or if they like modern art. There's something for everybody in a puzzle. So,
did you ever play the Exit series that had puzzles in them?
That's one of the things that came to mind, because it's like there were like 3 puzzles you had to solve, and then that helped you solve the mystery or something. So it's not even like it's just a 500-piece puzzle, and you're like, cool. There's like stuff and then you can re-gift it to somebody. Yeah. Like when you're done, you're not going to probably solve the thing again. You can give it to somebody else. And it's not just the Exit series that does like the mystery puzzles. Like there's To Hunt a Killer has puzzles that are that way. There's a whole bunch of them out there that it's completely different than what puzzles a typical puzzle is. So yeah, puzzles number 1.
Man, that's a great pick.
Thank you.
Almost as good as my pick, which is where you buy a bobblehead of your favorite board game podcaster.
Oh, nice, Tim the Enchanter. Shit.
Nice. I'm just kidding. That wasn't my actual pick, but while I was looking for my Himgo dice, I was like, oh yeah, I do have a Tim the Enchanter bobblehead.
Comes with the rabbit.
Yeah, it does come with the rabbit because he's got big, sharp, pointy teeth.
That's great.
That's anyways, a good one. I haven't seen that one.
That was just an excuse to show that off. I bought that at a local comic book store, and there's my tie-in. Buy a game from a small publisher is my number 1. Buy a game from a small publisher because look, man, you know, like one of the things that I really, really, really learned to appreciate as I got into the hobby is that, like, sure, CMON's awesome. You know, CMON puts out amazing games. I love their games. I buy a bunch of their games, you know. AEG, you know, great games, you know, buy a ton of their games. But how many games, like, have I absolutely loved where I've gone to a convention and it's just a dude or a lady sitting in a booth and they're just like, this is my game. I've spent 3 years making it. And you're like, this game's awesome. How has nobody ever heard of this game? So just buy a game from a small publisher because you don't get into board games to make money. You know, you don't. This is like everybody that's into this hobby, it's a passion project. You know, like Chris has other talents, but like Chris loves board games, right? Like, you know, so, you know, Mike's got tons of other talents and abilities, but he loves board games. That's why he puts his energy into this. You got to support these people. You got to find, you know, these indie publishers that you love. Yeah, trust me, there's room for all the big boys. There's going to be room for them. But find those little niche games, you know, those small indie publishers, show them your love. Buy their game, and when you see them at a con, like go up and go, hey man, love your game, because believe me, that means so much to them. I have made so many friends. Just look at that. See, I made so many friends just by being like, hey, I love your game, and it's like, and they're like, what? You know, and you just learn about these people, and it's like, no, I've admired your game from afar, and then you just meet these people and you find out that they're just like you. They're just people. They love stuff like you love stuff, and you know, and they're just trying, you know, to do a thing, make a thing that they love. So buy a game from a small publisher. Pick whatever game you want. I could say Mission Control because I love Mission Control. No offense, Third World Studios. I'm going to call you guys a small publisher, but you know, get Charcuterie, get Stuff Legend. I mean, you guys are batting 1,000 as far as I'm concerned. We just played a game called Subtext Showdown, which is a really fun word game that I never heard of, but they reached out to us and was like, hey, we'd like for you to check out our game. You know, you can buy it. You know, we had a great time with it. You can buy it on Amazon, but just show some small indie designer, publisher, something, whether it's an artist, buy their art on Etsy, just do something, support these people because they need it. They will appreciate it way more than any big company ever will. That's my number one. It's generic. It might be a cheat. It might be pandering, but I don't care. I've just learned so much once we got into this side of the hobby. I went from being a board gamer to having the opportunity to become a reviewer, previewer, all that stuff. And it just really opened my eyes to so much stuff. And so support the little guys. Let's go.
I've been saying that forever. Like any chance you can to support somebody that's doing something like this. I don't know if this was their first con, but it was one of their first cons. And I know I had seen this game somewhere. When I saw it at their booth, I was like, oh, I want to get it. Like I feel like it's going to sell out because whatever, but it was like, it's 2003. It's Brooklyn based. Like it's also holiday themed, but like any chance you get to put money into their pockets directly. And it happens with, it's anywhere, right? Whether it's AEG or CGE or CMON, whatever you want to say. If you can buy it directly from them somehow, and some, it's harder to say that they need it, but if you can put it right into them rather than retailers. But then again, like buying from your local game store is also supporting local.
All that stuff is great. All that stuff is great. And if you see that, if you see those people at a con, just take the 10 seconds it takes to tell them, hey, I like your shit. Like, it's good. That goes so far with those people, like with those guys. And I can say that is anytime we get a positive comment on any of our channel stuff, right? Yeah. We didn't even go through the trouble of making a board game. We made a video, which takes a millisecond, of the time that it takes to make a board game or to create some art for something. And it means so much. Yep. So any kind of support you can throw their way is just, worth it. You should do it. Take the time, put a little kindness out in the world, let people know. It'll come back to you.
Zero effort to be kind.
Right.
I remember every single face that ever came up to me and said something nice about Asking for Troubles or Evil Intent or whatever else I made or worked on. Yeah.
Seriously, Chris.
It really matters. Good pick. I'm going to follow it up with something not as deep at all.
I should have went last. Sorry.
Yeah, you should have went last with that. Jeez. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, well, I'm going to go with something I use at least once a week, but sometimes more, which is game bags.
Oh, dude. And, great.
I use Game Haul for the small ones. I also sometimes you've got dwellings to carry, so you got to have the long, big ones, and the small ones fit inside the big ones for the storage. But those game bags, if you have a gamer friend that doesn't have a system of carrying their games around, I promise you they're going to love these. And these guys, I'm sure there are other brands and stuff. These are the only ones I know that I've worked with. So, but these fit all the standard sizes and the awkward, like, oh, it's actually 12 inches, not 11.3 or whatever sizes and stuff. Some of them fit in there. You can always, like I said, if you got a giant dwellings box or you got something else, you can get them the big one as well. I use them all the time because we go different places, play games with it. You don't even know if you're going to use games, but sometimes you're like, do we bring games and stuff? It's so easy to throw a few games into that bag and then go over to the in-laws or something. You might not break them out. You might not, but yeah.
Now, I'll tell you a cheat. If you don't have access to like a board game tables bag or one of the ones that you suggested, which are great bags, a drum bag. I bought a drum bag early on. I went to a music store very early into my game hobby and bought a drum bag, and it fit games because it's the right size.
Yeah, and I bet you it protects the inside. And that's the thing about it is because they're made for gamers who care about the edges of their games and stuff. It's actually padded and structured.
Correct.
So yeah, I bet you the drum bag was structured.
The board game bags open better and easier. like the drum bag is a little awkward because you're like, oh, what side do I open this from? But yes, great pick. Almost was on my list.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
Not as
Tim,
good as
almost
supporting people, but sorry, guy.
almost doesn't count. Board game bags were my number one as well. And the drum bags you want to get, they're called Cajon drum bags.
Mhm.
I've got one of those. It's actually got wheels on it. You can stack like 6 of the 11.5 by 11.5 standard size games perfectly in them. You'd think they were made for them, but they're not. But it's got mine's got wheels on it, so I just kind of carry it that way. BoardGameTables.com, like you mentioned, Game Hall, like you mentioned. I've noticed even Board Game Geek is starting to carry them. If you know a gamer that does not have these high quality bags, get them. Now, me, frankly, I've got that Cajon bag, and I've used like IKEA bags and lots of bags from like retailers I've bought games from on conventions. Those are my game bags. But if you're thinking of a gift idea for somebody and they don't have a bag, it really is the best option. I'm carrying my games all the time. I'm constantly back and forth with my games. You know what's funny? I'll bring up somebody that we all know and love, and that's Wes Todd. The last time that guy was at my house, you know how often that guy travels for games? Like he used to drive to Ohio, and I know how far that is. He would drive. It's like a 3.5, 4 hour drive every week. And the last time he was over here, that man told me he did not have a dedicated game bag. I literally gave him one out of my closet. I'm like, here, this is your game bag now. The one I actually gave him was from the Marvel Dice Throne Battle Chest. I bought it from Roxley at Gen Con last year. And it's as big as one of those blue IKEA bags. I'm like, here you go, dude. That's your game bag. But yeah, a game bag, that's a great pick. If you don't have one, they make your life so much easier. They do.
You explain to me, when you say a drum bag, I fully expected you to pull up something that was round. I don't understand how a drum bag is.
If you Google a Cajon drum bag, Cajon, you'll get this square, tall bag, and you'll get some that have wheels and a handle on them. That's what
mine doesn't.
I got mine for literally like $20. It's awesome.
Mike, you're expecting the bag to be like a perfect cylinder.
Drum, like I've seen drum bags, they're round. I don't know why a drum bag is square.
I bought mine from a Guitar Center 15 minutes from my house. And again, like Mike said, it was $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would never think of that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that are offering these now, but
like actual board game, people with board games in mind have gotten involved, and Board Game Tables originally was one of the ones early on. Like I've got one of their bags. I'm sure one of the ones Chris was showing off is great. I've got those like vinyl tote kind of bags, like just from that when you buy a bunch of stuff at a convention, you get those bags. My brother-in-law actually is like a lawyer and he does board game law and stuff too. But like I've got a ton of his tote bags, that work really well for board games.
I got my first one last year. I didn't have one at all, and my sister got me one for Christmas last year.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I know All Play even has the ones that you can carry as a backpack too. They have shoulder straps on them, and that's just really convenient. Yeah, good pick. Game bags, you can't go wrong.
Good pick.
And even if you have one, you could probably use another. Honestly,
I have 5. Yeah.
Nice.
I have 2 of the large ones and 3 of the small ones because sometimes I don't know what people want to play, and I just have to bring half my collection.
Right.
That's it, man.
You and everybody else, Chris. This is a common problem. You can never bring too many games.
Man,
I just need something to haul them in.
I've spent like an entire hour in my game room watching this go, but this person wouldn't want to play this. So what would it be that these 3 people might go to this table, so they might want to play that. Like all of this stuff in my head, I get there and they're like, "Oh, let's just play just one," and you're like,
"So
why did I bring 30?"
Oh, I love that at home,
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, the meme of like the lady looking at like the complex math problems, and she's kind of like making a face. That is me before every family gathering or meetup.
Yes.
As far as like who's going to play what. I need to bring this. They have that. I don't need to bring this, but I'll bring this. I even ran home during Thanksgiving because it was 5 minutes away from my in-laws to grab games. I'm like, okay, hold on. So we already played these. I'm going to swap these out. I'm going to grab some different games. I'm going to bring them back and we're going to play them. And sure as shit, I got them. I got those games played, but like, I mean, that's the level of insanity that is involved here. I get it. Like
I'll take 3 of these, 1 big, large one, 2 small one, and they're like, let's just play Letter Tycoon and play it 3 times in a row. I'm like,
right. Like, well, okay. Yeah. Like I brought
all I needed was bring 1 game.
I brought 3 bags of games, even swapped one out, like refreshed one, and we still played Ahoy Kitten almost 10 times. So, which is a box that's like this big. So, what are you going to do?
It's fine now. Feel better having them.
Who cares? Yeah, exactly. I was ready.
It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Talking about playing games, CDSK.
Let's go.
I'm blown away by the fact that I remember those initials. I still don't know what they stand for. Like I know C is creative. I don't. K is knowledge. But the other ones, I don't know why I remember that. I thought the minute you told me what that was, what the title is, CDSK, that I'd be like, okay, I'm never going to remember those random initials. For whatever reason, they're in my head.
Yeah.
1 sec.
Just all flow, no problem.
It's smart. I mean, I played it again at PAX with Eric, who's in the chat, and Adam and Kenny, who are part of the 3WS team. And we played it correctly. We played it with the actual challenges, and it's really fun. I like what they did to it. I like how they did the 1 through 10 and difficulty level, and that's the number of spots you're moving. It's really smart.
I didn't know we could run away. I'm going to run away and get some water while you explain the game.
You might as well.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Mike knows it, but yeah.
Screw him.
Right? Yeah. It's a trivia game. Actually, it's really, I mean, you don't even have to explain it. You can just start. But there's a board that looks somewhat like that, and every tile has a color. The colors represent the categories. The categories are curious, delightful, seasoned, and knowledge. Curious is very precise or bizarre subjects. Delightful are the movies, music, and sports. Seasoned is grown-up stuff. And knowledge is science, nature, history, and geography. We will all start on curious, and then I'll ask a question, or I'll ask somebody on a scale of 1 to 10 how well they know something, and they'll know the topic, and then you'll give me a number from 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, 1 being the most stupid, easiest question.
Right.
If you get that question right, you'll move ahead that many spaces. So there's a little bit of fun in like, all right, well, I don't want to do this category again. I want to do something else. So I'll do a 4 instead of a 5. But it really doesn't, like, it'll just happen. Along the way, there are these tickets, these challenges that will be, you'll get a certain number of, like a space right for every right answer. And it'll be like, categorize these or organize them by the year they came out or something like that. The objective is to get to the last star and then answer a question correctly. The first person who does that wins. I will ask you, I think Chris is going to probably want to be purple again. But I have 4 dice. It doesn't come with player pawns. They encourage you to get a player pawn that best represents you as a person. But for this, there's going to be 3 QSCon dice and a Saga dice.
Love it.
So whoever, I think, Chris, you're probably going to want to be purple, yeah?
Oh, I don't care.
You want to be purple again?
What are the options?
Right here.
What is the second one?
Green?
No, the other one.
Blue, dark blue.
That's dark blue?
Yeah.
I was gonna say black and red, but I guess that's
Where's
blue and
orange?
red.
You don't have orange?
No, I can't. I'm not gonna go searching for it. It's kind of black, but there's blue there.
Disappointed.
See?
Oh, I see the blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be blue.
So you want to be purple again?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll let Santa pick next.
Well, he's doing the saga dice. That's not even going to be a thing.
Saga. Well, I gotta go green then, because my great old one is green.
Santa's muted.
As he should be.
Yeah.
All
Saga dice. It was a no-brainer for me. I knew Tim wanted green.
Yeah. All right. So Chris is purple. Mike is saga. Tim is green. I am
Blue
blue.
is my favorite.
Orange is the best.
Luca just came in with a lightsaber.
Sweet.
Don't hit me
Excellent.
with
Oh,
it. Are you hitting me with it?
I love it.
Like legit, he's rocking it.
There you go.
I'm glad that happened on camera. That's cool.
Me too. That's so good. Let me just say, Googs, I was literally just today looking at videos of both of my kids when they were Luca's age.
Yeah.
And my wife and I were just like dying laughing. We were loving it. It's such a fun age. What a great time.
How do you kick people out of the chat, Mike?
How do you kick? Yeah, you could ban them.
Oof. Them is banning words.
Do you want me to just say like disparaging things about Christmas Vacation again or pie? That way they won't have to get kicked. It can be me instead.
I even made my watch band orange.
Don't do that. Christmas Vacation. It's okay to be wrong though, Tim. You're fine.
It's fair. Yeah, I'm good being wrong. I've been wrong most of my life.
You know, when it comes to pie, though.
Yeah, right. He's wrong a couple times.
It's also not okay to be wrong in the game we're about to play. So,
ooh, let's go.
There you go, Trevor.
Let's go. Bring it all back around.
Now you're back. All right. So, why don't we do Tim first, and we'll go around.
Sure.
Let's do
All
it.
right, Tim. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Curious.
How well do you know imaginary animals?
Ooh, imaginary animals. I'm gonna say a 9.
Is Luca flying?
He's standing. He's standing on the chair that I'm sitting on.
Okay.
Some imaginary animal.
I didn't know there was a chair behind you. I just saw him like start lifting up behind you.
And my answer is a flying Luca.
He's behind me on the same chair. I'm sitting on the edge of the chair because he's
gotcha. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Please continue.
Number 9, Tim. Pegasus, the winged horse, was an offspring of the Gorgon Medusa and who?
Ooh. I now see why I regret this decision. No. Okay. So let's just say Zeus, because Zeus got it on with everybody.
He sure did. Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
Incorrect. Poseidon.
Okay. I can live with that.
I think Zeus was a good guess, though.
Good guess.
I mean, he banged everybody.
Yeah. Swans, or he was a swan, right?
Yeah. Helen of Troy. Exactly right.
All right, Chris.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know Beatles?
Mm.
Oh, man.
George, Ringo, Paul.
All right, let's go 9.
Not the Beatles.
I'm going to go 9.
What is the
Whoa. Sorry. Not the Beatles? It's actual Beatles. B-E-E?
How well do you know Beatles?
Oh, gee. Okay, never mind. I thought you meant the Beatles.
Look it down.
Okay, sorry. I'll go 3.
How many pairs of legs does a beetle have?
Mm.
I feel like I'm being tricked.
How many pairs of legs does a beetle have?
Oh, pairs.
6. Oh, pairs? I don't know, 3. There's
Final
6
answer?
total legs. 3 pairs.
3 pairs?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'd be correct.
Otherwise, I'd be an arachnid, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on a different color for next round.
Nice.
If you want to know like where you are and what they are, just let me know. All right, Rice, you ready?
Yep.
We got answers in there.
On a scale of 1 to 10, and Eric, no, I mean, you might remember some of these, so no bullshit. And you'll call me out if it was one. I mean, I won't. If it was one that I had over the weekend, I won't do it. But on a scale of 1 to 10, Rice, how well do you know cereal brands?
I'll go with 6.
6 it is. Feeling lucky? Name 4 of the 8 marshmallow charms in a box of Lucky Charms. Okay.
Crap.
I don't think that's one.
Name half.
Horseshoes.
Horseshoe is 1. Give me that.
Diamonds.
Did you get any answers or any guesses? No, you just keep guessing. Diamond's not on here.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
You know how
you're gonna sell out of
been
diamonds,
years-
Mike? That means you got 2. That means
No,
you thought you had 2 at best.
years since I've had Lucky Charms. I don't have kids,
They're
so I don't
magically
feed
delicious.
them to kids either. Rainbows.
Rainbow is on there.
Mhm.
Oh, just 2 more.
Don't look at the chat.
I'm not. I'm trying to be legit here. What am I missing? I'm missing
So many.
there's hearts.
Hearts.
And there's some obvious ones I'm missing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, duh. The clover.
Clover would be
Come
your
on.
first. There are also stars, blue moons, red balloons, and unicorn.
I wouldn't have remembered those other ones. I
Hey,
got the obvious ones. That's all that
I
matters.
thought you had it with a diamond though, because I thought I'd remembered the little diamond
Right?
shape. You know?
You thought so too.
I thought horseshoes were one for
That
sure.
was a 6. 1, 2,
Yeah, they are.
4,
Horseshoes
Yeah,
are-
horseshoes was my first guess.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
when horseshoes were added. I was
Yeah.
a kid when I got added. It was a
I was-
commercial.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Okay. I just forgot that Mike said horseshoes because he took so long to figure out what his other guesses were.
Look at that. Look at
I had one and I got stumped with diamonds was one.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do I know emblem? You know what? I'm not gonna. How about I don't play so we can speed this up because I don't want to have to work.
What? Why?
Because he's starting to get a little overtired. So I'll leave that alone.
That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm good with it. All right.
Then I
Tim.
can't beat you twice.
No, Tim, you're up.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know emblematic animals?
Let's go 7.
7 it is. Name the American park that chose the alligator as its emblem.
Oh shit. Really? Is it like the Florida Keys? I don't know. American Park. It's got to be in Florida.
Oh. Yeah.
Right? I'd use my phone, but I'm filming with it. Yeah. It'd be the Everglades National Park.
Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
It's the fucking Everglades National Park
Nice.
in Florida.
Good guess.
Both Mike and I both are like, yeah, damn it. He found it.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
No,
So that was what? 7? Shit.
that's fair too, yeah. Well
I
done.
refuse to go easy. I need to go. Let's
You're
go.
on a challenge question for next round. So
All right, let's do it.
I don't know
Hopefully he
what
gets a pie question.
Whoa, no.
My
My
question.
weakness.
What do I got? Uh-oh, he froze. All right,
Okay.
let's see. I'll make one up. All right. What do I know about Star Wars? Oh, there he is. There he is. You all right, man?
I have one bar on my wireless
Oh, no.
or my internet. Unbelievable. All right, Chris, you are 4 away from a challenge. If you care about that.
I don't know what a challenge is. I was getting water.
It's for a certain amount of questions right, you'll move like 1 space per right answer or something.
Oh, cool.
It's a good thing. You can if it's a good category, you can rock like multiple things.
Nice.
All right, but you are on light blue. Light blue is seasoned. The seasoned category is grown-up stuff. So on a scale of 1 to 10, Chris, how well do you know organized crime?
I'll go 4 to get to that challenge.
4 it is. Al Capone went to prison after being convicted of 5 counts of what crime?
I
Tax
know
evasion.
this. Yeah.
Tax evasion is the right answer.
Untouchables was an amazing movie.
Yes.
Well done. Well done.
Kevin Costner, baby.
Rice, you were still on Curious.
The best James Bond, Sean Connery.
The thing went.
way to bring it back, Chris. Good job.
We would like to know, Mike, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know parrots?
How far am I away from anything cool?
You are 1 away from a challenge, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away from another challenge.
No, I'll go 2.
I thought I was going to say 1.
Yeah, I would go 1. Name the type of sailor most often associated with parrots.
A pirate?
Final answer?
Yeah.
You would be correct.
I was going to say, Mike, you should have just been done with that immediately.
Name one other type of sailor.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Know,
Thank you, Chris.
Well, that's what I noticed when you guys played this last week. It's like anything under 3 is just like dumb obvious. Almost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know anything about parrots. What do I do here?
A pirate captain.
All right, Tim, you're up. You get the first challenge. So here's the don't do it, Eric.
No.
Arr.
Don't do it. All right, so you get the first challenge. This is an example of a challenge, which, Chris, you're going to have something similar next. It's not similar, but say whether these statements are true or false. You'll get 1 space for every correct answer.
Okay.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions on here, or 7
True.
statements on.
That's true.
That is true, but that's not.
I want my space.
That was an example. Are you ready?
Yes.
Drew Barrymore was only 6 years old when she appeared in E.T.
True.
True is correct. Mixed martial arts and UFC champion George St. Pierre was a school bully.
Ooh, true?
False. He was bullied.
False.
Okay, fair. Mike knew that.
If you don't,
I know my MMA.
Guitarist Brian May abandoned a PhD in astrophysics when his band Queen took off in 1974.
That's true, but he did go back and get it.
He was awarded his doctorate the following year. Correct.
Yeah.
He submitted the thesis in 2007 and got it afterwards. But yes, that's true.
Right. That's right. He did.
Angelina Jolie was often mocked as a young girl for her appearance.
Oh, let's say true, because she's beautiful now. So why not?
Yep. With purple hair, goth-style glasses, and tattoos, she was regularly made fun of. Before embarking on his culinary career, Guy Fieri was a highly ranked semi-professional darts player.
I don't know. I want to say true, but let's just say false.
False would be correct.
Oh.
Ernest Hemingway grew up in poverty, only learning to read at the age of 12.
Who did?
Ernest Hemingway.
Let's say true.
False. His parents were wealthy and he was an excellent student.
Well, he sucks.
Singer Adele was an unemployed single mother who got her break when a music producer heard her singing in a laundromat.
I'm going to say false.
Final answer?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You'd be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't seem right. Yeah.
So the best part about it is those answers, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. That got you to the next challenge. So your next thing is a challenge.
5 out of 6, right? Not bad.
No, not 5 out of 7.
Yeah, well, it's still worth a celebration here.
I don't know if it was fire.
Don't lie to yourself.
All right, Chris,
all Star Trek questions. All Star Trek questions, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's go Trek.
The topic for your challenge is hold on to that feeling. You will advance 7 spaces if you make no mistakes on this. Okay. And you'll get a bonus 2 spaces if you can say what the people are living for.
Okay.
You ready?
All right.
Sing the entire first verse of Don't Stop Believing by Journey.
Oh God. You've hit my kryptonite.
Steve Perry. Let's go.
Let's see.
Go.
Just a small time girl living in a lonely world.
It does say sing. It does. It says sing the entire verse.
Does it? Does it? Does it say?
He's not lying.
You son of a bitch. Nobody wants that.
Everybody wants it.
Am I even right? That doesn't even sound right.
So far, I think you're okay, Chris.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. How far am I supposed to go in this?
First verse.
Okay.
And you get 2 extras. You'll get 2 spaces if you can tell us what they're living for.
Okay. Now I forgot what I said. Just a small time girl living in a lonely world. Something about a train.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
But where and what?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember that second part. I was hoping it'd come to me whenever I got there. Hit the midnight train.
Going anywhere.
Going anywhere, yeah. They're living
Just
just
small.
to find emotion. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Just to
Trevor's got
find
it.
emotion.
I
love
picture
the
Trevor
song.
singing.
I
on
love
other
the
side of
song. I
screen.
suck at lyrics. I just fill in half of every other word with on
Yeah.
every song.
Sorry, buddy.
City
Um,
boy, yeah,
All right, Rice.
right there.
Your
My
topic is
challenge.
knowledge. So science, nature, history, geography.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, buddy, how well do you know musical theory?
Ooh, you had him at music, lost him at theory.
I'll go 5.
There we go.
You guys are you're pushing it. All right. What is a note called that looks like an empty circle without a tail? Already gotten this.
I would have gotten this too.
I would.
Those are flat.
Final answer?
Yep.
Incorrect.
Sharp.
Tim?
They're
No,
sharp,
it's a
aren't
half note, right?
Also incorrect. It's a whole note
Oh, a whole note. I was
they?
without the tail. Without the tail.
without
Half
the
note
tail
has-
is a whole note. The tail is a half note.
Yep.
I was so close.
All right, Tim, you are on the next challenge.
Let's do it.
Can somebody set a timer for 45 seconds, please?
Oh shit. Let's go.
Yeah, let me pull up my time thing right
We
here.
can't do it on the show, can we? We should have
I
All right, I
know
got
that'd be even better if we
so
could
go
have,
ahead.
like counting down.
that'd be cool if that was like if there was something on there. All right. It was all yellow is your topic. You have 45 seconds. You'll get 1 space for every correct answer. Your time will start when I'm done reading the prompt. So Chris, get ready to hit start. And Tim, if you could name as many yellow characters as you can who do not come from the Simpsons universe. Go.
Okay. So Big Bird is the easy one. Do not come from Simpsons. Holy crap. Oh boy. Yellow characters. Jeez Louise. Not from the Simpsons. You've like handicapped everybody else. Let's see. I don't know if they call Janice from the Muppets yellow or not, but let's just say Janice just in case. Yellow characters, yellow characters. Trump is orange, doesn't count. Let's see. Yellow. God, this is tougher than I thought. A really jaundiced dude. I'm looking at the countdown. This is killing me. I'm gonna get 1 because Big Bird's the easy one.
Done.
You're gonna hate yourself.
I will.
Sweetie.
I'm gonna read down the list. You ready?
Yeah.
Pikachu,
Fudge.
SpongeBob,
I couldn't get out of Muppets. Yeah.
Woodstock.
Woodstock is a great one.
SpongeBob, Pac-Man,
Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man.
the Minions,
All of the Bob and all of them. Yep.
Wait, which one?
Pluto,
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh, and Rabbit.
Yep.
You could have gotten one for Simba, Timon, or Mufasa.
Oh, wow.
Flounder.
Flounder's yellow.
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
This would be really good if you guys get this. I imagine Tim watching this on after school. Teletubbies. Lala.
Wow.
Maya the Bee.
Maya the Bee. Okay.
The Yellow Power Ranger.
Yep.
I was gonna mention that
That's
one.
funny.
Yeah.
That's good.
Bert.
Bert
And
is
Ernie.
yellow. I said I couldn't
Bert,
get out of
yep.
Muppets. That's a yellow one.
Tweety.
Oh, I thought put it there.
Jake the Dog from Adventure Time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Woodstock.
Woodstock. Yeah, I should
And
have
I
had almost every one of those other ones.
You know them all. It's just, yeah.
Yeah,
It does say others must be approved by at least half the players.
sure.
All right. Well, you got one.
Yeah, well, I'll take it.
Chris, you are still on a challenge. You ready to sing again?
Let's go, Chris.
Nobody.
News,
Nobody.
news or fake news?
Ooh.
You'll get one space per right answer, and all you need to do is tell me if the following statements are news or fake news.
Okay, if it starts with Florida Man, it's news. No.
Yeah, right?
Okay, well, you're not going to
Just
get
kidding.
any. Brad Pitt was banned from China for over 20 years after his role in the movie 7 Years in Tibet. News or fake news?
I would say news.
News is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Sahara means desert in Arabic.
Correct. News.
It is technically desert. In New Zealand, it is illegal to fly in a hot air balloon with a rooster.
That seems kind of Cincinnati-ish board. I'm going to say fake news.
It is news.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep, can't do it with a rooster. Sorry, buddy.
What are they doing to roosters?
39% of people have damaged their smartphone enough to require repairs.
79%?
39.
Oh, 39. That seems reasonable. Sure. News.
Incorrect. It's actually 61.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Idiot. I'm just kidding.
The three largest statues in the world are representations of.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the earthquake. What?
I know, sorry.
The
three
three largest statues in the world are representations of Buddha.
Correct. News.
No, it's fake news. This was true until November 2018. I don't know what they don't tell me what it is, but nope.
Oh, that sucks.
Sorry. Eating a human will provide you with 81,500 calories.
It really depends on the human.
Are we eating Mike or are we eating me?
Yeah, no.
So there's a big difference.
I'll say fake news.
It is news. 81,000 calories if you eat a human.
I bet you have more calories than you.
Probably. Sean Connery wore a wig in every movie where he portrayed James Bond.
Oh, let's look at me, money penny. Am I wearing a piece or not?
I'm going to say fake news.
It was news.
Damn.
And
Really?
the last one, there are around 87 billion trees on Earth. Billions with a B.
News.
Fake news. There's actually 35,000 times more than that, equaling over 3 trillion.
Screw you, trees.
You got 2 right. All right, Rice.
Statue of Unity. I've heard of that one. I don't remember what it.
No, there you go. I had no idea.
Stupid Unity.
It's a statue
Rice,
of Donnie.
You're still on knowledge. Please tell us on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know the Eastern Seaboard?
5.
5 it is. What geographical feature determines the western extremity of the eastern seaboard these days?
Geographical feature that determines the westernmost point of the eastern seaboard.
The western extremity of the eastern seaboard. What geographical feature?
That's gotta be like somewhere in because it's gotta Myrtle Beach.
Final answer?
I think it's somewhere in South Carolina, North Carolina. Yes, final answer.
My guess is Chesapeake Bay.
Further south.
Donnie would have gotten 5 movement points. It is the Appalachian Mountains.
Oh, wow.
Well done, Donnie.
I was 2 states too far south.
Anyone can make that mistake.
Anyone can. All right, so we go from Mike to Tim. Tim is on yellow. Yellow is delightful, Tim. It's movies, music, sports.
Oh, give me an 8. Let's go. Give me an 8.
If you get this wrong, you're not invited back on the show. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know the National Hockey League?
Oh shit. Okay. Right. I said 8, but let me just go back to like a 5.
I'm so glad I didn't get that one. 0 is an option.
Five.
I will give you the number 1 answer. I should give you some ones just so you know like what these ones are. They're really like at least give you an answer. You're going 5?
Yeah, let's go 5.
All right, I need you to tell me if the Pittsburgh Penguins are part of the Atlantic. Don't do that. I need to know where he is. If the Pittsburgh Penguins are part of the Atlantic, Pacific, Central, or Metropolitan Division.
Okay. Okay. So they're either the Atlantic or the Central. That's it. I don't know what the Metropolitan Division is. That's got to be somewhere like up in Canada, right? Like in the middle of Canada, which is like way north central United States,
so metropolitan.
North America. So metropolitan.
Go move your water bottle.
I'm going to say that they are in the Atlantic.
Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
They are in the Metropolitan.
Mother truckers.
Them, Jersey, Rangers, Metropolitan.
The Rangers are in Metropolitan as well and not the Atlantic?
No, Atlantic is
like the South?
Carolina and Tampa. And
okay, that bullshit. Okay, sure.
Tim, I don't know hockey divisions either.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you.
All right, that gives everybody a chance.
Penguins winner Antarctica. So
yeah,
Chris, you are also in the same topic, so you are very
nope.
That could have been you. And if you get this wrong, you're also not invited back on the show. So Tim is already done.
Yeah, I've been uninvited like 6 times.
All right.
This one determines your fate. Chris, on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know modern board games?
No. Get out.
This is such a curse, though.
Get out.
Because I have to say something high, right? But if I don't get it, then ooh. All right, that's mean.
Some of them are really hard.
Let's go. Fuck it, I'll go 10.
Yeah, do it.
Just for a reference, the number 1 on the last topic of National Hockey League was if the Eastern Conference consists of half the teams in the NHL, what conference is the other half in?
The Pacific? Western?
Western. Eastern, Western. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really easy. All right, what are you doing?
Golly.
I'm doing 10, man.
You doing 10?
Because at least then I can say, I didn't get it because it was the hardest one.
You might get it. All right, what game won the Spiel in 2021?
Wow. Oh, yeah, that award thing that I pay so much attention to.
I guarantee you I didn't like it.
Yeah. I might have. 2021 Spiel. It's some worse.
Don't move your water.
I don't know. I'll go with Cascadia.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Micro Macro.
Wait, I did like it. I did like it. Chris named one I didn't like. Yeah, Micro Macro Crime City is really fun.
Yeah, it's a big map one where you got to like solve mysteries and stuff. It's got that big foldable map. It's really good.
I had no chance. So
hey, you named the one I didn't like, and I was like, "Oh, son of a bitch, he's gonna get it." Because I
you don't like Cascadia?
I don't.
Oh, I like the game.
It's fine. I don't love it. It's kind of ugly. It's kind of empty calories for me.
Ugly? That's Beth Sobel art.
Sorry, Beth Sobel. I think you're a very nice person.
How can any artistic interpretation of nature be ugly? I'm offended.
I don't know about any artistic interpretation because there could be a really bad one, but that was a good interpretation of it.
Very, yes.
I just thought the tiles were boring and plain and just didn't really enjoy it very much.
It's a drawing of an animal. Oh, my God.
That was my exact reaction when drawing the animal. Whoa. No, I don't know. Overrated.
That's why I went so high on that geography question. I don't know the Eastern Seaboard that well. Just know
since it is a board game channel, why don't you hit us all with the 9, 8, 7, see what we know.
You want to take a pause out of it?
Yeah. Why not? It's all something we're interested in, right?
Oh yeah, right. I do. I am interested in board games.
I will read the question and look at the screen. First one to put their hand up.
Okay.
Don't say an answer. Don't spit it out.
Okay.
Number 9. Am I giving rewards for this?
No, just do it for fun.
Just answer. All right. What was the first game to use the term legacy game? I saw Chris.
I think it was Tim, actually.
Was it Tim?
Yeah. It was
Pandemic? Oh, no, it's Risk.
Risk Legacy is the right answer.
He gave his answer.
Yeah. Risk is the first one.
I have it
number 9. Number 8. What bird-themed board game don't put your hand up before I read the thing. What bird-themed board game by Elizabeth Hardgrave won the Critics' Choice Game of the Year in 2019? Tim.
It's Wingspan. Come on.
We all know that one, yeah.
Come on.
What game's meeples can be either knights, monks, farmers, or thieves, depending on where you place them? I see Mike.
Good text to the West Kingdom?
Incorrect.
You suck.
Knights, monks, farmers, or thieves?
Knights, monks, farmers.
Oh. Carcassonne.
Carcassonne is the right answer.
Thieves are on the roads.
I was trying to think of good board games. Okay.
Oh, that's where I was at with
next guess.
That was where I was at with Cascadia.
Who was the one that said Catan had a cookbook? Was that you, Tim?
That was me.
All right. Name the 5 resources in Catan without laughing. I think Tim.
I've already failed.
Wood, sheep, brick. Wood, sheep, brick, stone, wool. No, that's sheep. Wood, sheep, brick, stone, and what's the other resource in Catan? There's the meadow, which has the sheep. The mountains have the stone. There's the things with the. I don't know what the 5th one is. Son of a biscuit. I'm drawing a blank. Wood for sheep. Yeah, sure.
Anyone else want to fill that in?
Wheat. Son of a bitch. Thank you, Trevor.
Yep. What game by Donald X. Vaccarino, again, don't put your hand up until I finish, introduced the deck-building mechanism into board gaming? Tim.
Dominion?
Dominion is the right answer. These are going to get easier. What is the generic name for the little wooden figure used to represent people in board games? Chris, Tim was up. Meeple it is. Don't put your hand up till I'm done reading. Which of the following is not a game mechanism? Worker placement, card drafting, dice reporting, or action selection? Tim.
Dice reporting.
Yep. Ticket to
Although
Ride.
Now I'm going to make it
that answer.
I'm going to make that a mechanism.
Ticket to Ride, the famous train game by Days of Wonders, also Alan R. Moon, got its name from a song by which British group? Chris with a music answer.
Yeah, the
Nice.
Beatles. We got a ticket to ride.
And the number one question, the easiest one on the thing, in the game Dice Forge, what game component are you changing and adapting to suit your strategy? Tim again.
Dice, baby.
Cards.
I thought you said Dice Port at first. And I was like, what is Dice Port? Dice Forge, yeah.
Dice Forge. All right. Who was the last one to go now? I don't
That was
remember.
me. That was my.
Chris was the last one to go.
That was you. All right, Mike, you are still on purple. Please tell us on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know U.S. license plates?
4.
4 it is. Which state has oranges as its central license plate image?
Ooh.
Florida.
Florida is the right answer. You move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We put our hands up to answer first.
I know, right?
Yeah. Tim, you're on yellow. Again, delightful. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know Breaking Bad?
Let's say 5. It's been a long time since I've watched that show. I watched it start to finish.
Yep.
And the one of the stars of Breaking Bad is a South Bend native. Just say.
All right. So you'd be embarrassed if you got this wrong.
Yep.
I want you. It says "look me in the eyes," but I'm going to read the question. Tell me what U.S. channel Breaking Bad originally aired on.
Oh, is that FX?
Final answer?
Yeah, sure.
Incorrect, Chris.
AMC.
AMC. Yeah.
AMC.
Son of a bitch.
Chris is on yellow.
I knew a TV question that Tim didn't.
The brother-in-law that was the cop. The brother-in-law that was a cop is from
Henry?
South Bend.
Oh, that's cool.
Henry? What was his name? Something like that.
Dean Stockwell is not Dean Stockwell. Dean something was the actor that played his name. Dean Stockwell's from Quantum Leap. But
that's cool. That's a nice little
Dean Norris is from South Bend, Indiana.
That was probably number 10. You should have taken 10.
My hometown.
Chris, your question is on a scale of 1 to 10. How well do you know Freddie Mercury?
I mean, I love Queen, but trivia on Freddie Mercury himself. Let's go 6.
Spoiler alert: he was gay. Oh,
yeah.
What country, now part of Tanzania, was Freddie Mercury born on September 5th, 1946?
Oh man. I'm part of Tanzania.
No fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
You better rewatch Bohemian Rhapsody real quick.
I know. House. I don't know. Albania. Something. I don't know. Albania. Yeah.
Donnie got it. It is Zanzibar.
Zanzibar?
Zanzibar.
I'm not gonna cook it because it's from Zanzibar. That's all I can think of is that.
You're on a challenge, good sir. You ready? You will advance. So your challenge is titled Inventors. You will advance 1 space for every right answer. You ready? Say whether these statements are true or false. Alonzo Garbaggio invented the garbage can.
This is on me.
This is you.
False.
False. It was a Frenchman named Pobel. I have no idea.
Garbaggio,
yeah. Second one. An Irishman named Mr. Ryan invented Ryanair.
True.
Don't. Otto Titzling, not lying, Titz Ling, invented the brassiere.
Fake news.
False. This was a joke by a New Zealand humorist in the 70s.
And also popularized in the movie Beaches. But go ahead.
Adolf Sachs SAX, was the inventor of the saxophone?
False.
True. GPS was named after George Philip Sandler, a U.S. Navy radar operator.
False.
False. What does it stand for?
Something global
Positioning system. Yes.
GPS. So the Pilates exercise method was invented by German physical trainer Joseph Hubert Pilates.
True.
True is right. What is it? What do you want? Shorthand writing was named after Elizabeth Short, the World War I British cryptographer who invented it.
False.
False, but it sounds good.
Yeah, that sounded like a good one, but
it did.
Thomas Edison, oh, you got that right. Thomas Edison only ever patented 3 of his many inventions.
That's true.
That's false. He has over 1,000 patents.
Yes.
1,090 patents.
Yeah, but he probably only actually invented like 3 things. But he's got
patented other people's stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he
slapped
sure
his name on him.
did.
So, Rice, you went from 1 challenge space to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct, which is another challenge space. So get ready for that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Tim, you're still in delightful mode.
Let's go. I'm feeling delightful. Let's go.
Great. Tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how well you know John Lennon.
Let's say 5 again.
5 it is. According to John Lennon, what is the most beautiful song he ever composed? You get an extra point if you sing some of it.
Imagine all the people. That's my final answer. Imagine.
Imagine is incorrect. It is.
I would have guessed.
Oh, go ahead.
I would
All you need is love.
Boy.
Nope. All you need is love.
Oh, okay. Well, Beautiful Boy is his son, so I would have thought he would have put
sure.
that, yeah.
Chris, you are also on Delightful still. And if you could tell us how well you think you know Harry Potter.
How far behind am I?
You are 1, 2, 3, 4 behind Tim, 8 behind Mike.
I'm way back there.
So
All right,
you
let's
need
do
a
8.
hug from Voldemort.
Let's do 8. Let's hug Voldemort and do 8.
All right. This is really nerdy. What are the wood and core of Harry Potter's wand?
Oh my god. It's a phoenix feather and I don't know, woods and oak.
Oak, final answer.
Yeah.
Correct on the phoenix feather.
Yeah, I knew that part. I couldn't remember the wood.
Yeah.
Incorrect on the oak. You think one of you got it?
Mahogany. I don't know. Just because I like Anchorman.
Wormwood. I don't know.
Don't know. Mike.
Kind of made up wood or something. What was it?
Holly.
Holly. I wouldn't have remembered that.
Rice.
Yeah, remember the phoenix feather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
Contract, yeah.
All right. This is going to be interesting. All right. You have 8 seconds for each guess.
Let me put up the clock.
God, this is going to suck. All right.
Can't wait.
The name of the challenge is When the Moon Hits Your Eye.
Okay.
Your question, and you will get 1 space per correct answer. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things on this list. You'll get 1 space. You have 8 seconds for each guess, and your task is to name which, I guess, true or false, or you can say yes or no. You can say yes or no. Which of the following are features of the moon? Okay. So you have 8 seconds to tell me if the Sea of Tranquility is a feature of the moon.
True.
Good job. What about the Lake of Forgetfulness?
False.
Incorrect. That is. What about the Bay of Rainbows?
False.
Incorrect. That is. What about the Marsh of Decay?
False.
Incorrect. That is. What about the Mons Cerberus?
True.
No. What about the Peninsula of Thunder?
True.
If that isn't a fucking nickname, oh my god. The Peninsula of Thunder.
Is it true or not?
No,
It's not.
It's a real thing.
Really?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Oh my god, I need to use that. What about the Mons Bradley?
True.
Correct. What about the Ocean of Dreams?
False.
Correct. And last, but I don't know if it's least, the Island of Winds.
False.
You are false. It is correct. That is a thing.
Wow.
I didn't know there were so many fanciful names in there. I've heard of the Tranquility one, but
Yeah.
The fucking Peninsula of Thunder. Holy shit.
I know. I guessed on more than half of those.
Well, it's like they don't have weather systems. I felt like you needed a body of water to have a peninsula, but apparently not.
I think that's hilarious. But you did get 4 of them, so good on you for that one.
All right.
the Peninsula. That sounds like something John Cena would.
The Peninsula of Thunder. That sounds like a fucking porn movie.
Yeah.
Delightful, Tim.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're Tim. You're green. Okay.
That's me.
On a scale of 1 to 10, this is not how well do you want to know, but how well do you know Nicole Kidman?
Let's say 6.
6 it is. What organization has Nicole Kidman been a Goodwill ambassador for since 2006?
Oh, shit. I don't know. Let's say PETA.
Final answer?
Sure.
Incorrect. I would have accepted UN Women or just straight up the United Nations.
Well, fine. Good for her.
PETA is probably what I would have guessed too. Yeah.
Good job.
I really didn't like, oh, I thought I was going to get to name her movies or like,
Movies or something. Yeah.
you know, something anti-Scientology, but no. So I just threw out PETA right away.
The number 1 was, is Nicole Kidman a radical politician, a movie actress, or a world champion shot putter?
Oh boy. Everybody knows she's a world champion shot putter.
Yeah, she could be all 3.
What was number 10? What was number 10?
Oh God.
Number 10 for Nicole Kidman is, what is the name of the character Nicole Kidman plays in The Interpreter?
Oh God. Don't know. Yeah. Fair.
I don't know the name of any character she's ever played.
Yeah.
Same.
Right?
Not saying anything about her or even some of the movies, because she's been in some great movies.
She's great.
I can't recall any of the character names.
Nope.
Like the others?
I need to preface this. This was the next card in your deck, Chris.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
It's a Trek card, isn't it?
I didn't shuffle anything.
It's a Trek card, that bastard.
This was the next fucking card in your delightful
About to
list.
catch up.
Okay. What is it?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know Star Wars?
Son of a bitch.
Boo.
It's going to, again, with the board game thing, though, I'm going to feel like, okay.
You got to go 10.
I got to go 10. I got to go 10.
You got to go 10.
Eric can confirm. I went 10 on this on the weekend, and I got it right.
Oh, now I really got to go 10. Yeah.
If you get this, I will legit boot you from the show. If you
Donnie says 11.
I think you'd be able to get all of these. But number 10, what is the name of the Kowakian monkey lizard that Jabba the Hutt has as a pet?
Oh,
Salacious B. Crumb.
Salacious B. Crumb is so easy. Yep. That's easy.
Yeah, that's a 5.
That's a 10.
I've got a Salacious Crumb stuffed animal upstairs.
Everyone, you should all get everyone. I should have you write down the answer to all.
When you squeeze it, it goes.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not asking the rest of them because we might use them on a show. So
okay,
yeah,
sure.
That's fine.
So you got 10, man.
Nice.
Well done, Chris.
We got caught up a little bit. Now I'm in the mixed.
You're only 2 behind Mike.
Oh, nice.
I'm now last place. I got hung up on my delightful.
You are. Rice, you are still unknowledgeable, or you are on knowledge. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know Great Discoveries?
Let's go 3.
3 it is. Who is best known for his contribution to alternating current? Is it Nicholas Copernicus, Nikola Tesla, or Nicolas Cage?
Tesla. Final answer.
Oh God.
That's the final answer. We'll do it.
Oh God. They couldn't even make it tricky and throw in like Thomas Edison and be like,
Right.
because there was a legit debate between AC and DC current between the two.
Over to Tim. Tim, you're
Not the bees.
We're still on delightful.
Have you ever seen? Sorry, I'm going to interrupt. Have you ever seen? There's a YouTube. Don't leave this show for it, but there's a YouTube video that is just about Nicolas Cage breaking down, and it's like 5 minutes long of all his different scenes of him just going insane
in different movies.
Yes, it's so good. It's hilarious.
A, B, C, D,
exactly.
E,
yes, that's it. And it cuts to other parts, and it comes back, and he's still doing the alphabet. It goes to other parts, and not the B's, and it comes. It's just him like overacting so badly. It's great. I've seen it multiple times.
I feel like I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's great.
I just went looking for my son because he's a little too quiet at the moment.
You fell asleep.
I went into the living room and I thought maybe he was like passed out on the recliner or on the couch, and I legit didn't see him because he's right there.
I love it. I love it. Little kids are. Oh, all right. Little kids are so fun.
Just read trivia questions and put them right to sleep. All right, Tim. No.
It's Santa Mike.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I picked the wrong.
I just did the Star Wars one. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Okay. So this maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know?
No. Mike just did Great Discoveries. It's my turn.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
yeah,
I was right.
Right.
Okay.
Because he had Tesla.
Wait, why is he getting a different card?
Because they're on different spots.
Okay.
Tim's on yellow. Mike's on purple.
All right.
All right, Tim. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know Stephen King?
Oh, really well. Let's say 8.
I mean, Chris went 10 on Star Wars.
I probably could get 10, but let's just go 8 because I've been stuck here for a minute.
I don't even want to read this one. Name the American sports team Stephen King has been a fan of since 1960.
Boston Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
Dang, I even knew that. And
what was the 10, Mike? What was the 10? Just so I know what I was missing.
Your 10 for Stephen King would have been, what is the name of Stephen King's memoir?
Which one? Danse Macabre or On Writing?
Is Danse Macabre new?
No, that's the old one.
They only have one written.
Is it On Writing then?
On Writing, a memoir of the craft.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I literally just 3 days ago finished rereading Pet Sematary. Like I am a Stephen King.
Pet Sematary is the book that let me know I didn't like Stephen King's writing.
Fair enough.
I read halfway through that book and I just could not do it. Could not push there.
I'll tell you, it's a lot different reading it before you have kids and after you have kids. I don't think that would have changed your mind, Chris. I think you either like the style or you don't.
Yeah, and to be clear, I love a lot of his story. The writing style. I'm extremely picky on writing style. So.
That totally get it. Totally get it. You're not going to get any
anything for like half a book. And I was like, nothing's happening.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because I got to like the last 50 pages of the book, and he's just putting Gage in the Pet Sematary. And you're like, you know what I mean? And if you think about the movie, right, that's like what everybody knows.
I saw that show, Donnie. It's I think it's on
Hulu.
Hulu, yeah. That was an amazing show. I didn't know it was a book at the time, and stuff. So
yeah, Donnie, 1,000,000%. That is maybe one of my favorite Stephen King books. It's really good.
That's interesting.
But see, I would disagree with what I assume is your brother with King being best in movies, because I think that like Stephen King said it best when he talked about his books getting translated to movies. It's like all the bullshit floats to the top. There's a very small number of Stephen King movies that I think are actually any good. And
I think his best movies are non-horror though. Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, you know.
And honestly, the one horror movie of his is the one that he hated the most, and that's The Shining, but by Kubrick. He hated that version of The Shining.
That's interesting. Shining is one of my favorites, so.
But I love that movie. Stanley Kubrick's one of my all-time favorite directors.
Oh yeah, Stand By Me. Good pick there.
Oh, Stand By Me. Donnie also making Chris's point though, like non-horror.
Non-horror, yeah. I actually think he makes better non-horror movies. Anyway, side rails or off rails or
Okay, it's Chris's turn.
I moved Luke over to the recliner anyway, so that was a good time for me to bounce.
Mist was a great horror one. Yeah.
Oh, The Mist is fantastic.
All right, Chris, you ready?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know Tetris?
How much is there to know about it?
I mean, they made a whole movie about it, Chris.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to go like 3 on that. Sorry.
3?
I played it on my Game Boy. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
So 3.
Okay. Number 3. How many squares make up a Tetris piece?
Oh, 1, 2, 3. That can't be right. 4?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, I know the shape, so it's pretty easy to do that.
Yeah, the box, the straight, the T, the L. Yeah. Rice,
Donnie should have been on the show. He's got to get one right.
Well, we'll have Corey and Donnie. This will be a thing, I think. We'll do a shorter version if we have multiple people, but that was you. So Rice, you are on a challenge spot. Your topic is 3 days of peace and music.
Woodstock, then.
You'll advance one. That's smart. You'll advance 1 space per correct answer. And Chris, if you can set a timer for 69 seconds.
1969 makes sense.
Hold on. Okay. Is it right whenever you finish speaking?
Right when I finish the thing.
Okay, you can make me do math, but all right, go ahead.
69 seconds. Did the following bands perform at the original Woodstock in 1969? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Jimi Hendrix.
True.
1. Canned Heat.
False.
You're wrong. Led Zeppelin.
False.
Correct. The Byrds.
True.
Wrong. The Who.
True.
Yes. Joni Mitchell.
True.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The Paul Butterfield Blues Band.
False.
Incorrect. Bob Dylan.
False.
Correct. Santana.
True.
Correct. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joni was stuck in traffic.
Did it in 43 seconds.
Nice. You are on delightful, Rice. You are 1 away from a challenge and 2 away from the last, the star.
Ooh. How many away am I from the last?
You are purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're at least 2 cards.
You said 10.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Great.
All right. Delightful, Tim. You ready?
Let's go.
Yeah, it was a trick question. All right. Oh, buddy. How well do you know The Walking Dead?
Let's say 6. Son of a bitch.
6. What year did The Walking Dead television series debut?
Let's say 2009.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are 1 year off.
8? Or was it 10? It was 10? God, I knew I was close.
I was thinking 11. I would have been 1 year the other way. Now here's a good question. At what point did you stop watching?
Let's see.
Without spoilers, yeah.
Oh, you're
Terminus. That's all I'll say.
Okay, yeah. Everybody has their own spot where they stop watching the show.
The season after Terminus. Glenn. Yeah, I had read the comic, so I stopped before Glenn.
I stopped when it was obvious that they were filming the show during COVID, where they couldn't have any other actor on set with any other actor, and it felt really weird.
I think, I stopped the season after Glenn because I was like, all right, enough of this. So I gave it.
All right, buddy. Chris, on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, it's you. How well do you know classic Disney?
Not very well, unfortunately. But I need to make up some time, so I'll risk it. I'll do a 6.
That's a risk? Okay.
Yeah, for the not knowing it very well, yeah.
Who starred as the title character in Mary Poppins?
Crap. Julie Andrews.
Julie Andrews is correct.
It's my favorite Disney movie.
It's pretty close for me. Yeah. Live action?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't count, other IPs that Disney owns, obviously.
Yeah.
Mike, would you like to go 1 for a challenge or 2 just to get on the star? Oh, I don't know if you can go there. I guess you could win it. You can go there and win it.
The star is the end game.
Yeah, star is the last question.
Let's go 2.
1, 2. All right. So here's your challenges. They're double-sided. I don't know why. But the first one in the thing is about Greek mythology.
Okay.
And you get 6 chances to give me 6 of the 12 Olympian gods.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
So you can't screw up.
So basically, if you say one that isn't on here, we're done. Okay. And I'm not lying, just to keep the game going. You get 6 chances to give me 6 of the 12 Olympian gods.
Zeus.
Zeus is 1. That was the easy one. That was the floater.
Neptune.
So you're not winning. That's good.
Yep, because you should have said Poseidon.
Roman version of Poseidon, yeah.
That was Roman. We'll leave that alone. So just in case that comes up again, because there's a little bit. Oh, I think they're about the same size as the other ones, maybe a couple less. But they are double-sided. They have 2 questions on the back.
Now, if you'd asked the Roman ones, I would not have been able to do it. Yeah.
So, no, you could have done Mars.
Well, I guess you could have gone down the planets, right?
Yeah.
All right. So next is Tim. Tim, you're stuck in delightful land.
Wait, I thought I moved on from. Oh, I didn't move on.
No, you did not.
Son of a bitch.
You're off.
Dead. You were off. Yeah.
Athena.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well does Tim know the DC Extended Universe?
Okay, so DCEU. Let's go 7.
7 it is. Name 3 characters from Suicide Squad in 2016 who reappeared in the Suicide Squad in 2021.
Oh, that reappeared? So Captain Boomerang, Harley Quinn.
That's 2.
What? And then what was Joel Kinnaman's character? He's such a fucking cardboard actor anyways. Nobody cares about him. He's terrible. What was that character's name? I mean, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Because there was, what was it? Ripcord died. Killer Croc died. Who carried over from the original bad movie to the good movie, and they still killed them all off in the first 5 minutes of the damn movie, except for Joel Kinnaman. What was Joel Kinnaman's character's name? Because that one would work. Or can I say, do they have to be actually in the Suicide Squad?
I mean, name 3 characters from Suicide Squad in 2016 who reappear in Suicide Squad 2021.
Oh, what's her name? The black lady that's in charge of all of them. What the fuck? She's in Peacemaker. She's in a ton of other movies. She's in Ma. She's in a bunch of good movies. What's her character's name?
If you take me with you, I'll give it to you.
I'll take you with me, Chris. I'll take you with me. I'll take you. Come on.
No, we have to get a
that is not a rule.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
I didn't think he'd let me. Yeah.
Come on. Flag. Flag was his name.
It would put Tim on the challenge before the star.
Flag.
I'm sorry, I put Chris on the challenge before the star. So
Flag is the other character.
Rick Flag.
Yes.
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller
is the other one.
Played by Olivia something. She's an amazing actress.
Was the Joker in both of them? I don't think.
No, he was only in the first one.
Yeah, he wasn't in the second one. Yeah.
I was so glad I pulled Flag out of my ass at the very end.
That was good.
God, that actor sucks, and I quit. I hate that they keep trying to make him a star. He like RoboCop. The remake sucked. The only good thing he was in was Altered Carbon, which is a really good Netflix series.
Yeah, I thought he was really good in Altered Carbon. I think he's just in bad things. I don't know if he sucks.
I just feel like everything else he's in, I'm like,
and Flag is a sucky character.
So. It is. You're right. You're right. Anyways, thank you. I will stop talking.
All right, Chris.
All right.
How well do you know famous photographs?
Not at all. Jeez.
So one?
Yeah, almost. But I need to get up there. I don't know. The first few are easy, so
not to put you on the star. You are
I'll go 5 and hope some mess ups happen.
Okay. What nationality is the young girl with green eyes photographed by Stephen McCurry? What nationality? Oh, what nationality is the young girl with green eyes photographed by Steve McCurry in 1984? Use a comma. Jesus.
1984. I don't know. Irish.
What nationality is the young girl? Final answer?
Yeah.
What'd you do? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, Afghan.
That's a 5?
That's a 5.
Never even heard of those names. What was a 1?
Was the Mona Lisa the world's first selfie?
Seriously?
Oh my god.
Oh god. Okay.
It's only 1, right? I mean, I guess it's better than getting nothing, but still.
All right.
All right, Rice, you could win it. You ready?
Yeah.
Your topic is American Idol.
Oh boy.
Quite literally. You have 10 guesses to name 5 of the 14 non-guest judges that have been on American Idol.
Non-guest judges.
Non-guest judges.
You've
5
got Jennifer Lopez.
J-Lo is on here.
Randy Jackson.
Jackson is on here.
Simon Cowell.
Cowell is on here.
Paula Abdul.
Abdul is on here.
I have to get how many more?
You need 1 more, and you have 6 guesses to do it.
Oh, I know the last one.
It is Keith Urban.
Keith Urban is another.
Oh, I would have gone because that's Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah. I probably would have came around to him.
Tyler would have gotten it. Diaguardi would have gotten it.
Did he win? Is that for the win?
Oh.
Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj, Harry Connick Jr., Luke Bryan, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie would have topped out the 14.
Luke Bryan and Mariah Carey, I think I would have got.
Mike Rice has won CDSK.
Well, this game sucks. I mean, good job.
Well done. I'm surprised clapping doesn't do something with your image.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's just.
The game is called CDSK, and I'll get it as soon as possible so we could play it. That is my brother. Yeah. As you asked.
Just for bragging rights on Wednesday's show, Mike, you were 18 spaces ahead of Tim.
Wow.
That's because I was trying difficult questions, and Mike's like, 4.
And
what?
Tim,
2.
I didn't get to choose the questions.
Tim was 20 questions from the start. I'm sorry, 19 questions from the start.
I mean, I have no excuse for losing because I got both a Star Wars and board games question, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get a DC question, Tim.
Right.
Hey, I got that right.
I didn't get anything in my wheelhouse, not one.
Yeah, eat a bag of Rick Flags.
Like geography was the closest thing, and they're like, "Oh, East Coast, crap! I live in the Midwest."
Yeah, you got a hockey question. You got the DC question. You got good stuff.
Yeah, I can't complain about my questions. I didn't get any sports, so I was
hoping to.
Again, that's what the board looks like.
Kryptonite. Sports is my kryptonite.
No, that's a great style of trivia game. I think that's really fun. Yeah. I really like that.
You get to pick your poison. Fun. And anytime you're like, well, let's talk about the other things that are on that card, that's how you know it's fun.
Yeah. You're onto something.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll do more packs, right? But also if you're playing with multiple people, what are the odds that you get the same card again? And you obviously if Star Wars came up again, we know number 10, but what are the odds that
if we play this again and I get Star Wars again, you go, no, you can't do 10, but you could do 9, and then we'll just work our way to
Right, but if Star Wars comes up, can I do 10? Because it wasn't my question.
No,
because Salacious Crumb. Come on.
I know every one of those. I would get every one of those correct.
Yeah.
Well, that tends to happen whenever you're a major fan of something. They're asking from a level of, they got to cover people who, I kind of know there's a Luke Skywalker to all the way to major fan, right? So
I think Trevor got it right, or at least brought up a good point. But I would agree with the point. I think what type of creature was Salacious B. Crumb? And a 10 in Star Wars, you have to know
monkey lizard.
Monkey lizard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's the harder version of that question.
To be fair, they don't say either one of them in the movies.
No.
Even, what's funny is they don't even like nobody else pays attention to him other than C-3PO and R2-D2, right? It's almost as if I don't pay attention to whatever that thing's doing.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, they should have been like name inhabitants of Jabba's palace, because you could have been like Sly Snoodles, Max Rebo, Salacious Crumb. You could have gone like through all of these things.
Gamorrean guards or Gamorrean guards.
Yeah.
What do they mention the Kowakian monkey lizards in Mandalorian though? Because there's that whole there's a whole bunch of them in that.
They do say Kowakian monkey lizard at one point. I can't remember why they were saying it. They were saying something like they know there's something's wrong or something like that. They were hiding in the trees.
Yeah.
I remember them saying it. I was like, I think that's the first time, because I was thinking that's the first.
They call them out by species. Yeah. Yeah, that's CDS.
That's because Filoni's smart like that.
I do like Filoni.
Yeah, well, he's the boss man now, so
sure.
No pressure.
Fantastic. Tastes like chicken.
All right. Well, that's a full show. Big, giant, full show. I'm tired of you all now, so we'll end it.
Totally fair.
For at least a week.
I never know how to end these things without just being rude. No, I'm kidding.
No. let me just say, like, this has been an awesome experience. I'm so glad to be able to finally come back over to your guys' side and do this. Chris, we're going to need to have you on our show.
Yeah.
Just for a topic of your choosing and hang out and stuff. We've had Googs on a ton. Mike will be on again because I like asking him because he's fun to have on.
He's more entertaining than me. So
listen, you guys are just different kinds of entertaining.
You also have to watch how many bald white guys you get together in one channel. Otherwise, it starts looking weird.
That's true, because Santa up there gets a little insecure about how good looking all the bald guys are on the show stuff, and he gets weird about it.
Like the opposite of ZZ Top. You guys have like the least amount of hair, and the one with most of the hair is. You guys have the beard, and his name is Beard. That whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But this has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for asking us to be on here. I love it. I've watched you guys almost every Monday, every time I can, and I try to drop a smart ass comment in there just to let you know, hey, I'm here. And I appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks. Same for you guys. Like, you guys are great. And anytime, like, I know it's Monday and doing 2 shows, and we definitely go late. And I know you guys got to work, but
we go late on ours too. It happens.
Yeah, but twice a week. You think you can handle twice a week?
Go find out.
By the way, this is one of the things I found while looking.
Oh,
isn't that
As
weird?
a gift, honorable mention. I want that.
I don't know. Isn't that weird? I also saw this, Mike, and thought of you.
We have this.
Oh, nice.
Well, I have this random idea about like sometime around April Fools doing a board game ASMR video where you just clink metal coins, or you just clink acrylic tiles in a bag, just noises that are satisfying for gamers. Anyway,
I don't understand why that has to be April Fools.
Mike. Like, I'm not even kidding. I watch ASMR videos before I fall asleep. It puts me out. Board games, I'd be all for it.
The cracking of the shrink wrap, the frustration trying to crack the card pack open,
right? The
popping of the cardboard. Yeah, that's.
You should look up Rosie's Cozy Board Game channel on TikTok, because she probably has more of them, but of course we saw the one for Critter Kitchen, but she made one for Critter Kitchen, which was an unboxing, but it was a really quick, like, boom, 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 showing different parts, but you could hear the like, and I was like, when you said that, it made me think of all the cool sounds that went with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, go watch BGR. I got the link to your channel in the description. So everybody go click it, subscribe, all that stuff. Oh yeah, we're supposed to tell people to like and subscribe. This crap.
You can do that. Yeah. What's Wednesday's show for those that have stuck around for 3.5 hours? What's Wednesday's show?
We're starting our top 100. So the 50 through 1 is like a studio episode that we're doing, but Mike and I are sort of doing the top 50 that aren't in our 50.
100 through 51. Actually, we're doing 100 through 91 this Wednesday.
Mike, it's 101 through 51.
Yeah. There was a spoiler. I picked. There's a Maker's Mark 101, so we're actually going to do 101 through 1
because we do Whiskey Wednesday. If we've got 101 proof alcohol, then yeah.
That's pretty cool. I thought you were doing that whole countdown studio. I didn't know you were doing it live. That's cool.
Yeah,
we're doing both.
Yeah, so we're gonna we thought it'd be a fun way to kind of talk about the games that were just outside that top 50.
Mike, I'd suggest that you and I do a top 100, but it would just be 100 random games since you don't put anything in order.
and Chris's would be 100 games that he found in his bathroom because he just got them all right.
You know what's funny?
The camera do his bookshelf and just go like this, like these are 100 games.
The number 100.
I just want to say Pub Meeple is an amazing resource for ranking games. When you have like 2 games sitting there and you have to choose one, it forces you into some very difficult decisions, but it makes ranking games so much easier. If I were to just list them 1 through 100, I don't know how I would pull that off, but Pub Meeple makes it much, much easier. But still, ranking them is harder than filming the list you've come up with. Yeah, that's the hardest part.
All right.
That's good to know.
Well, cool. Well, go watch them on Wednesday. Go berate them for their choices.
You should.
And come back Monday as well.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Stay for the emojis.
That's unbelievable.
I can't believe
have them on Wednesday.
I can't believe it's a thing. I don't know. Those are the 4 we found.
I want to see at least one new one, though.
I got to find out. I'll do a little research.
And bring new ones in every now and then just to surprise.
Right. Just sprinkle them in.
Right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Great to see you.
Thanks, guys.
See you Wednesday.